used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Book art, 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 book art.
Yo, what's up, girls and boys? It's time to make some noise. Cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends of Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders. I collect them all. Gotta make sure your posing's tight though. Make sure your lighting's right, yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Moncheesy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey I'm fucking with. Hype beasts we know about. Stay buying figs, don't know about. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A been popping lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game be too amazing. MUs, my nigga, that's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas, that's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper, nigga, fuck what you selling. I'm all up in the toy aisle, I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga Bill Maruby on that Google chat straight flex. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga Tiny at the toy fair straight spinning. They asked to for that Deadpool and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable bruh, it's nothing. I get the Blue Wire, Silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, and I'm stunning. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir. We're officially back at it.
That's crispy.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 129, I believe. I'm your host, Boog Nice. Got my boys with me. Nobody's here, actually.
Oh no, I'm here.
You know what? We're here.
We're here. I just muted myself because I didn't want to have any noise while you're doing the.
We have no cams on. We're not really absolutely ready, but we ready. It's all good. How you guys feeling this evening? Hope you're feeling fine. Pan Cheesy's here. Rick Dom is here. Fabster 360 is here. I don't know where I am. I'm not home, but we rocking. What's good? What's up?
What up?
I'm feeling good. I assume everybody's looking good as well.
Yeah.
Just letting everybody know
Still
some
putting my
reason-
makeup on.
for some reason, Discord doesn't allow access to the camera on my laptop.
Oh no.
And that's the only way I can use this new mic. Usually when I would turn on my camera, it was on my phone. I got to figure this out with Poncho. Maybe try to troubleshoot and see why it's not connecting because it connects to every other platform.
Uncle Rick doesn't understand technology. It's okay.
No, he does not.
I don't do that.
It makes me sad sometimes, but it's all right. We're good.
And I'm like, I was about to say, aren't I like the youngest one here?
You are.
No, I think I am.
Oh no, maybe Fabio is. How old are you, Fabio?
27.
Oh, he's the youngest one.
Oh shit.
Anyway, here we go. I got an edge on you guys. I'm still able to learn new things.
No, Rick is not. Rick, you're not older than Fabio. Stop it.
Yeah, I am. I'm 20. I'm 29.
Stop it.
I look like I'm 12. No.
Wait,
Nobody
how
believes
old are
it.
you though? You're 30? You're 31?
Who?
Poncho?
Me? Nah, Poncho's closer in age to me.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck, you're like exactly 30, right? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Here's the Guess Your Age podcast.
Honestly.
Jump in the chat if you want us to guess your age.
Well, this is a great way to get some early comments. Everybody just shout out your age in the comments.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. What is everybody's age? What's the generational medium here? Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm 31, just like you assume, Fabio. Born in 1989, officially an 80s baby. I was there for it. I understand it all. So
Well, you saw it all, man.
Okay, all right, big daddy. Sure.
You love Reagan, don't you?
You're not too different than that dad character you play on Snapchat.
Absolutely not. We are one and the same.
Link son.
Hey, it's good stuff though. Well, we got some coming in. We got a pretty good spread here. The lowest so far is 17, Classy Bowser. Oldest so far is Xander Dumas with 38.
Hell yeah.
All right, we got a pretty good spread here. Oh, KJ Smith just took it with 42.
Okay,
Right,
he's
we got
dunking
some
on
real
the-
ones. We got some real ones in here for
There we
sure.
go. That's what's cool though. I mean, no matter what, these toys are sick, and we got to talk about them.
Absolutely. So speaking of that, our ledger is a little stacked this week. As usual, we have no idea how long it'll go. We'll hope for the best, but who knows? We might burn the midnight oil on this one tonight, boys.
Oh man, there are 2 hours on Marvel Legends, people. I hope you're ready.
And 45 minutes on 3 3/4. Let's go. We're looking at McFarlane, Hasbro, Mezco, Storm, Jazzwares, and a couple of stragglers and miscellaneous. I know we're going to talk Figma. We're going to talk Dragon Stars as well, and some Boss Fight Studio stuff too. And then in the after show, of course, we're going to do pickups. And then we're going to save TV and film to the very end because we're going to be talking WandaVision. Rick, you said it best in our little group chat. We've circled the beast too long. At this point, we cannot not talk about it. So we'll save that to the very end because I feel like it's we'll be talking some spoilers at the very end. So if anybody wants to dip out, they won't miss anything else from the show.
Right. honestly. And we appreciate everyone trying to be spoiler free up until then. But it's like if you haven't seen it by now, like, what are you doing?
It's wild because I have so many friends on my friends list that are like, yeah, I'm not. You guys can go ahead and talk about it. Like, I'm not going to watch it for a long time. And then I have some other friends that are all like, hey, don't say anything. I'm not going to be able to watch it for like a couple of weeks. And I was like, yeah, how are you going to dodge so much?
Yeah, it's so funny. Me and Poncho specifically have one friend who is adamant, no matter what we tell him, no matter what we point out about how much this show, like, I don't think people understand that this show is going to shape a lot of the Marvel universe going forward. So if you don't want to watch this, or you hate Wanda and you hate Vision, like, just know that your viewing experience is going to be absolutely incomplete going forward. And he doesn't care. He's like, I don't care. I'm not going to watch that shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like
what, me?
I tried in the sweetest of ways. I tried in the meanest of ways. Like, man, you got to watch this. And every time he's just like, yeah, man, I'm not watching that.
Well, maybe,
even though he's like one of the biggest MCU fans I know. I don't know what to say.
Interesting.
I'm befuddled.
Maybe
I don't know. I mean, I guess I can understand some people wanting to hold off just to maybe binge it, but I don't know. This is like,
yeah, no, that's not the case
it's
with him. He just
hates
Wanda and Vision, apparently.
Right? I mean, it's weird. It's a good show, but we'll get there. We'll talk about it. We can start with a different brand of weird.
Let's
get
go.
into some of,
That's just
Mr.
a little dip
McFarlane's
in the
happenings.
sauce. You know?
Let's go. Let's approach the Todd father himself, coming at him on the day of his first
Nick
figure's
Todd.
wedding.
Right.
Let's go.
And you approach me today?
the day of my release of my Batman Beyond.
Hey guys, it's Todd here.
What if at the moment of death the devil came to you with two different Batman Beyond figures?
Stupid.
Very funny.
So basically, we talked. This is another follow-up. Like, you got to be a regular watcher of this show because all these stories build on each other, and so do the memes. So if you remember, we talked about last time we talked about Mr. McFarlane. We talked about his weird Build-A-Figure release plan spread out from April to October of this year, and we noticed that the Batman Beyond that they showed for that wave is like different somehow, or maybe the same, but showing different accessories as the one that we had seen previously that we also made fun of because it had the weird rocket boosters.
Mm-hmm.
But we come to find out this week that they are, in fact, two different figures.
Dang.
Well, two different releases. The same figure, but just different accessories.
I think we did say that. I think we did say there was the possibility that there'll be like a variant or something like that.
We
Right.
sure did. We did it
I
again.
think when we said that, we also hoped that there would be a Terry McGinnis head, but of course, there
Nope.
isn't.
I mean, yeah, we wanted an alternate head, but not like this. Not just an Iron Man mask. But the other kind of notable difference is I think the hands are different, or maybe they're just like, swapped whichever hand, whichever way they're showing forward.
Oh,
But
no.
what's interesting is that this one on the right is billed as the animated series version, right? Because it's got the mouth, okay?
Yep.
But these are very clearly the animated series design of the Batarangs, and this is just one that's been thrown in here. So there's a little bit of confusion in terms of that. I feel like
Wait. Which one are you saying is the animated series design? The one on the left?
right, because it has the mouth.
The one on the right. No. I mean, as far as the Batarangs.
The one on the left is the Batarangs from the animated series.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So those are the ones that resemble the Mezco look.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And then you get this more modern kind of mask or mouthless mask with this one on the left with the Build-A-Figure piece. You get obviously a different stand, and you get a different like art on the card, which I think is actually pictures of the figures. So that's cool. It's probably Ty Butler's photography.
What's the deal with the McFarlane figures of this new age? Can you pop these heads off easily?
I've not tried. I don't know.
I don't think I have a single figure that comes with like an alternate head sculpt or anything like that, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah.
Chat.
Knowing Todd, there's no way it's easy.
Yeah. I think the chat's gonna have to help us out on this one.
Yeah, no doubt.
The kind of guy that would want you to buy a second figure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I don't really like the sculpt of this one, man. I don't know.
No, me neither.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about that belt either. That belt is like not the design it's supposed to be.
It's
it's
everything
huge.
about this design is clumsy and clunky. Like the
Yeah.
wings are
you know.
weird. The chest is like barrelly, like
Right.
weird.
They
He does
couldn't-
not look sleek enough for the 22nd century or whatever the hell the time frame is for this.
Right.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like nanotech. So
Yeah. I mean, the only 22nd century superhero that they should bring back is Sherlock Holmes.
Jesus
That's
Christ, how
another-
did I know? Theme song is burning in my brain. Every time I hear
Right.
22nd century, all I can think
Right.
is stupid Sherlock Holmes.
all I
from
think about
22nd
is Still of the Future.
I knew Poncho would be with me.
That's wild. It's wild that it's supposed to be the whatever century, and this is supposed to be nanotech, but he's got a fucking belt. Well, they still wearing belts?
It's my
yeah.
aesthetic.
Nano, I
Somebody
mean,
was making a nanotech suit, and they were like, "Hey, don't build in the belt.
yeah,
Make
right.
it a piece."
I mean, the nanobots can only, give you the shirt and the pants. They can't put them together.
Listen, okay, the nanobots can be bulletproof, but hold things? Come on, you're stretching it.
It's like the watch from Spy Kids that doesn't tell time, So going back, the chat's helping us out. Cap lives, of course. Brian Carter, he knows. He's telling us that both of these looks and the batarangs are both comic accurate.
Oh yeah.
So I guess he's had both types of comics or batarangs in the comics.
God.
So screw us. But maybe this is just one of those included batarangs that Todd gives us, so you can put it on the chest.
Hey, like I told Brian earlier in the week, I don't know how these DC characters behave. I don't know.
By behave, you mean? All right. Well, that's. I think it's in terms of McFarlane. That was basically it. Just a quick little update. I mean, that's something that's starting to hit stores pretty soon. So just be on the lookout for that. I don't believe there was anything else from Mr. McFarlane. We just had to clarify there.
Just a little quickie, a little quick
Yeah,
thought.
just a I guess you might call it like a little underscoring.
Let's go. Just a little something to know that we're thinking of you,
Right.
buddy.
Right, of course. Always near our hearts.
We see you, we hear you.
I guess
We know you
the
exist.
only other thing is that there was a look. There was, I think, this dark. Some people get them spouting. Poncho, I think I lost you there for a sec.
No, I got you right now.
Okay. Did you posted in our chat that you got a few of these McFarlanes right after one of our shows?
Yeah, the gold label stuff I found at my Walmart for sure.
Oh my God.
Right.
The Witcher, or what are we talking?
So people, did you find the Mandarin spawn though?
I did. Yes, I found that guy right there.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I mean, he looks wild.
Yeah. I forget whose review I saw, but I was like, yeah, the sculpt and the detail is super great, but the paint is horrendously lacking. Look at this.
It's crazy.
There's so
man.
so many little faces and little adornments and stuff that are just completely unpainted. And I don't know if the other version, the non-gold label version will be any different, but it's supposed to be more along the lines of this colorway right here. So
Yes.
it's just going to be this, but with less, paint detail.
This design is such a product of its time in not a good way. In every way, this is a product of its time.
Yeah, I honestly
Also,
like the old one more.
I'm gonna see if I could find it, so you don't have to scroll up, Fabio. But there's actually another McFarlane thing to discuss.
Oh, really? Okay. If you
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I just have it handy, so I can just put it in the.
Does
chat.
anybody in the chat have the old Mandarin Spawn, the first one back from the, I guess, early 2000s or whatever it was?
Oh, yeah, this is the one in the picture right here. In the screen
that
share.
is it? That is the original one?
That's the actual original 2000.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say I'd like to see how they compare, but okay.
Yeah, I mean the only thing that's worth comparing is just how much more paint there was in the original ones.
Yeah.
It has a lot of the same little details, like these faces and skulls and all this stuff, and it's just completely unpainted. And we just don't know if the red one will be any better in that regard. And if you're not getting it for the paint, then you're getting it for the articulation, and that's not much better than the original one either.
Absolutely.
It is what it is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there was this thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. I did
No problem.
remember this. Okay, so that's it for that. Here's another quick little sneak peek from Mr. McFarlane. He had some kind of Zoom, meeting with people, and somebody got a screenshot, and this stuff was in the background.
Hell yeah! Explain this to me.
There it is.
I forget your name. One of them's called Redeemer. I think this is Redeemer on the right, and then this is like a cowboy spawn of some kind as well, like a witch
They
hunter.
call him the Bandito. I'm not being serious.
Wait, what's he called?
I was just joking. I said I think they call him the Bandito.
Oh, okay. Bandito spawn. That's a good one. Yeah. I mean, what's an as offensive name as Mandarin spawn?
Yeah, there you go.
Let's call him Roughneck spawn. No,
Oh
that's not
god.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this is cool. I mean, obviously these are out of package, probably prototypes, so not really a lot to go on here in terms of like what we can see for articulation or the boxes or what their what release strategy is. Is it a gold label or are these part of another year-long build-a-figure program? It's all in the air. It's just literally a picture of the figures. What you think?
These decisions are so odd, like the way that he picks these things. Like he was sitting down, he saw the sculpt he already had for the first spawn, and he wasn't like, you know what, let's do like a commando one, which is like the second most popular spawn.
Yeah.
Or like, let's do like some cool version of one. He just makes these unique sculpts that nobody cares about or wants. It's so odd how he works. Like it's just I want to sit down with him and ask him so many questions. Like, man, what was going through your mind when you looked at Spawn and you were like, I can make the second most popular version, or I can make a slightly racially toned one from the 90s. There's no articulation.
Yeah. I don't think anyone was clamoring for that Mandarin spawn.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah, any other version would have been better. But I guess
Even this Redeemer one, I'll give him that. I think the Redeemer was like kind of popular there for a little bit. But like this Rootin' Tootin' spawn, like, come on.
Gunslinger
like,
spawn.
You know what?
Yeah, it's called Gunslinger spawn, but I like what you went with, Rick.
Rootin' Tootin', that's true.
Yeah. Rudy Tooty, Gunny Shooty spawn.
There we go.
I'm looking at like key art for Gunslinger spawn, and I love how he toned down the hat. He went from a 20-gallon to a 10-gallon.
Oh, okay.
It's wild. His hat is crazy in these original pieces of art. It's so funny.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see that now. Oh my god. Okay, here I'm pulling up the images. This is fun. This is the one this is the silhouette that caught my eye. Right? And here it is from underneath.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean,
is that Abe Lincoln spawn? What's going on here?
Maybe he comes with two different hats. Here's another version. Oh yeah, this is a battle damage version.
Oh damn!
Here we got
battle damage too.
With proclamation action.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Abe Lincoln spawn. Yes, you heard it here first.
Yeah, cosplay of it.
You're not gonna catch him at the theater.
Yeah. I mean, this one's kind of like that.
He actually looks like that Star Wars characters everybody's using right now. The
the Cad Bane. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool for sure, but is the figure going to have the articulation to, make it one of the greats?
Who knows?
Yeah, all right.
Who took that
picture? These wings, someone in the chat is pointing out, these are probably the same wings as the Batman Who Laughs with Wings that came out in, I think, the last wave or so.
Mm-hmm. Looks like
Either way, it's a good wing sculpt, so if they're getting their use out of it, good for them, right?
It's true.
I like this is Quaker Oats spawn.
Quaker Oats spawn. Yeah, that's great. So great, dude.
All right, I believe that's all the fun we can squeeze out of this.
Yeah. Much like the figures, not a lot of range here.
No. But it's good to know that just the McFarlane train just keeps chugging along, man. Like no one is stopping him.
Hey, you know what? He's a man on a mission. I respect that for sure.
Even Dick Dastardly spawn tying up like damsel in distress spawn to the train tracks isn't going to stop Mr. McFarlane.
Well, you didn't have to correct yourself. I'm sure everybody buying these figures is in somewhat a damsel in depression.
This is here, I'm gonna go through some more of these names. There's some good names in here. We got Six Shooter Spawn.
Hell
we
yeah.
got Funky Cold Redeemer.
Pilgrim Spawn, another
Pilgrim
great one.
Spawn with no name. I've been through the desert on a spawn with no name.
Mr. William Pegwarmer Spawn, of course.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Lincoln Spawn is good. Bad American Vampire Hunter. Solomon Kane Spawn. Good stuff. Good stuff. Abe Lincoln Hell Spawn. All right, good stuff, everybody. We appreciate everybody's creativity. What else can we get into? What other kind of dastardly business are we getting into right now?
Next up is Hasbro. While you pull that up, the main man, Pavinder Singh, I'd recognize him from my streams as well. He said he hit us with 20 euro dollars. Hell yeah. He said, best action figure podcast, hands down. Thank you for all the laughs. I love you guys. Hell yeah, dude.
Appreciate that very, very much.
Pavinder, one of the greats, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
So what's
moving into some quick Hasbro.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, dude. We talked about this last week. We got some more vintage collection stuff. Yeah, that was the
I think Black Series revealed like one thing in particular that we should probably talk about. I don't really know the character, but
I feel this is stuff we went over last week, and then the Carol Danvers 3 3/4 inch Marvel Legend is coming as well. You know, we saw the reveals of this through social media.
Yeah, we vowed to never talk about this.
Yeah, we spent way too long on it, and we said that we wanted to do it again every week.
check out Hasbro Pulse's Instagram, probably for the most recent Star Wars figure they revealed.
Yeah, I got it. Here's the Marvel Legend, though. I don't think we talked about this, right?
No.
So Hasbro Marvel Legends unveiled the Maestro Hulk, to a lot of people's surprise, some people's happiness, some people's dismay, because they were looking for the classic version of Maestro Hulk, whereas this is not that version. This is the version from the Old Man Logan storyline. I'm actually not 100% sure whether this is supposed to be the baby Hulk from that storyline grown up, or if this was a different Hulk. I think actually it's still the regular Banner in that storyline, but it's definitely from the Old Man Logan storyline, and that's why he doesn't look like the Maestro Hulk that some people who are me or Pancho's age may remember. So that's the deal with that, but it does look good. If you didn't check out my first part of my Hulkarama video from this past week, you probably should. I talked about this. I talked about the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends version, and there is some reader material that you can pause the video and read up on the different Maestro Hulks.
That was funny when you put up the reading material and put like the little jingle.
This looks really good. I think it'll be cool. It'll be large. It's basically the same exact buck that we've been getting with the more modern Hulks from Hasbro. So this should be cool. But I do think that they kind of jerked us on not giving a different head sculpt. That windswept hair is like, come on, man. We got it.
I actually like the windswept hair, but my issue with it is that if the hair is going to be windswept, then I want an expression on his face. I want him like screaming or something if it's going to be windswept.
True.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like windswept and looking like very stoically into the distance. Like he looks like he's listening to "I Want to Know What Love Is." He's, like, look at him. He looks like Nick Cage after Con Air.
Yeah, literally Nick Cage Con Air hair.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that windswept.
It's funny. Maybe we'll get Sculptor Shelf to give us a different head sculpt here with an angry look with the hair kind of relaxed or whatever the case may be. But I don't see how they keep putting out these deluxe box sets and not putting a deluxe amount of accessories inside.
I know, seriously. I'm gonna say at least the hands, but something else, a girder, a pipe, something. Do any of the Venom figures? Do they come with too many accessories? I know it's probably more hands.
It's just
it's just two hands.
Okay, yeah, I guess it is kind of par for the course.
Yeah, nothing extra with those either.
Same with the Red Hulk. It's just two hands.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do we?
I'm actually not sure. What's the release they set for this? I'm not even sure.
It says August 21.
Not that bad.
No,
Not
no.
that bad.
$30. You could do worse.
Bean2099
So yeah, this
says,
is,
oh, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say this is up for pre-order almost to the sites. Big Bad Toy Store. It was on Hasbro Pulse. I think it's sold out on Hasbro Pulse, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's not even linked
Which is
here.
weird. I don't know how it sells out on Hasbro Pulse and not.
Yeah, other places.
Yeah,
Right?
like why aren't they open orders? Like I don't understand. Like why are they just like, yep, we're not making more money. Stop it.
Mhm.
There was one other thing on as far as legends go for
Yeah.
Hasbro, and that the Tri Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave is starting to show up in certain places. I saw a couple of people get the wave, including E. Rivera. So I guess he's slowly putting out the individual reviews of those figures from that wave. I may be able to get it next week. We'll
nice.
see, but yeah, that's starting to show up a bit early, so that's
Did you guys
cool.
see you can get the 3-0 Power Rangers on Hasbro Pulse?
Hell yeah.
Why is that?
And the 3-0.
Well,
They
well,
own
it's
the
Hasbro
license
Power.
now. Yeah,
that's because they own the license, so that makes sense, right? Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
I'm surprised to see the, not by license, but just for the fact that it's 3-0.
What was the Star Wars figure that they showed this week? I think they just showed it on Friday. It's a female
Yeah.
figure, I believe.
No, it's
No,
a male
the dude
figure.
from the game, right?
Oh,
Yeah, it's the guy from the new game,
yes, here we go.
Yeah.
Fallen
This is
Order.
the second version of him, right?
Yeah, this is the one where he's wearing his poncho.
Oh, this is from the Force Awakens video game or something?
From Jedi Fallen Order.
Fallen Order, yeah.
Oh, okay.
A great
What's
game.
his name?
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good.
Cal
Kestis. Cal Kestis.
Okay.
Comes with 2 lightsabers, a couple little creatures. This could be a pretty good, like, you put the hood on him, he can just be like a background dude, if anything,
Yeah, it looks like a short-haired Fabio.
A little too red for me.
Yeah, he's played by Cameron Monaghan, the guy that did Joker in Gotham. Also,
Mhm.
he's a pretty
Wow.
good. He
They can't call him that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they can. Sorry, my fault. Just the guy who loves playing jokes on people and fucks with his face, and definitely not the Joker though.
What's the little dude, the squirrel-looking thing in there? Who's that?
That's like his companion, right? For the whole game, I would imagine. Like his
A little robot is his companion.
That's right. That's the robot. Damn, I haven't played that game much. Fucking up.
Yeah. It's games,
What are you gonna do? Vanderpike saying Rick Astley. Pretty close.
Yeah, this kind of looks like Rick Astley.
A little bit.
This is the first deluxe of these gaming greats, sub-series of Black Series.
Yeah,
I guess those Star Wars games were really, really popular, huh?
some of them.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
of them
Yeah.
How about all of them? Huh?
are. Hey, why not? This one was good. This is probably like
It's just
the
a matter
best.
of like how long it's going to stay canon. Like I guess the same as canon. How long now it isn't a license anymore. So it's
Who
going to
knows?
go the way of.
Was there something else for Hasbro that we were supposed to touch on?
No, I think that was it. Honestly, there's some
Yeah,
stuff on Hasbro.
I think it was a pretty slow Hasbro week.
Out on Hasbro Pulse Book.
Dang,
Limit
Gone.
2 per customer. That's how.
just like that.
All right, moving on. Or
Yeah, let's go.
You want to catch up on some
But yeah.
chat real quick?
Brian.
Yeah, I don't know. Anybody in the chat thinks there's any other Hasbro news? Let us know. But I think that was
Somebody needs to call the police because we're speeding.
I don't know if we touched on this too, but G.I. Joe has been streaming on a Hasbro channel for like the past couple of weeks actually too.
Very
so
nice.
Yeah, and Hasbro, who's running the Hasbro Pulse Instagram is just going crazy with memes.
no doubt.
They have fun there.
Yeah, they're a bunch
Yeah,
of guys.
fun.
The toy company just have fun. They just have fun,
No doubt.
Hey, you know what? It's
People
just toys.
walk into the Hasbro. People walk into the whole Hasbro Pulse office and they say, "Hasbro Pulse, you're the greatest boss we've ever had. I mean, you just make us laugh and yeah, fun."
We have fun here.
All right, yeah, that is actually it for Hasbro. We can get into some. What's next? We got some Mezco next. Hey,
Let's go. Your time to
that.
Here we
shine.
go.
Fabio cracking his
that.
knuckles.
all right.
Fabio's been chomping at
Licking his
the
lips.
We got
Look at his lips.
the dude behind the tree.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Fabio, tell us what's been going on in the week of Mezco, my friend.
To start with,
He was on nipple ready.
do we want to start with like the regular drops or like another like sneak drop?
You're the MC. You decide. Let's
Well,
go.
You know, we can
Yeah,
go.
I mean,
We
we
can
got
go.
this up on the screen.
When did this drop? I think this dropped on Monday, right? Yeah. So we got Morbius here. So this kind of went up basically with no warning, but we already knew that this was coming. It's not an exclusive, but Morbius from Mezco 112 Collective did go up for pre-order, and we saw like more accessories than they ever showed before. But I think even the figure itself looks a little improved from like what we've seen. And I don't know, I'm into it. I think it looks dope. I think it dope design, accessory, and he's gonna. So you get an entire like mobile lab kit, which includes all of this stuff. Like it's an actual like removable accessory set, except for like this little centrifuge thing and the computer in the middle that lights up. But like these beakers, the test tube, the microscope, the hematology analyzer, which is obviously the thing I'm pointing at here.
Is that for hemoglobin or?
Right, you get a hammer and you get stakes, you get a serum gun and a dagger. Like this looks pretty dope. And then for his regular accessories, you get a couple of interchangeable heads. Hang on, let me go back to that. Yeah, you get all these. You get interchangeable hands, and you get the 2 expressions aside from the regular head. And it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't think we'd seen one of these heads before. I think we'd only seen 2 of them, so they basically gave us a new head. Pretty dope. Looks a little more purple than I remember the original suit being too. So I think they kind of brought up the colors on it, not looking quite so black and gray like it was before. What do you got?
They gave him the nurple.
Hell yeah.
Looks good.
Right. Good
It
stuff.
looks good. I like that it came with those lab pieces. It's very different. I mean,
Yeah.
not something they often do, so that's actually really dope.
Yeah.
What body do you think this is?
You're the expert. Come on,
body.
analyze it.
Probably the blade body.
Interesting.
What's
Just
the
going
torso
off
articulation looking like?
Going
on
off
the
of like the calves and the forearms and like what a little bit of the chest you can see.
How much is this retail?
So this is a regular release at 85.
With those pieces, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
no light up features, anything like that. But the
not on the figure, but on the lab set, yeah.
Okay. The
Yeah,
accessories
this
are
is
pretty
actually
cool.
like this might be like the best offer they've had, like as far as figure wise on this price. I mean, with what you get at this price point, it's pretty good. Even I'm tempted now. $85, you just put down the NRD, not bad.
Yeah.
When I saw those accessories, I was like, I thought about it. I didn't pre-order this, but it looks like this is a live feed, huh? So it's still up for pre-order.
Yeah. This is one of those kind of open, week long or so pre-orders from Mezco. This is, a licensed property, so I think they're gonna leave it open for a little bit longer. It's not one of those like hype drops like with Batman or Punisher. I think
or like that guy with like the bug face who's red.
Yeah, the head sculpts are money. The head sculpts are really nice, but I don't actually own any Spider-Man figures from Mezco, although I do have Blade, but I don't know.
Yeah, this would be
I
good.
think
For
This will go with Blade. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, no doubt. I would. I think I'll wait. I think I'll wait for them to put these accessories out with somebody else, Mr. Fantastic or something like that. We'll see these again for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cap Lives is calling it though. This is kind of an incomplete Morbius because he doesn't have the plasma suckers on his hand. This isn't for extracting blood; it's for extracting plasma.
Yeah, not blood.
No,
We're taking plasma, brother bear.
he wants to steal your plasma.
The only thing you get
Very
paid for.
different and totally censor passable if it's not blood, right?
Which, by the way, I just found out I could donate my plasma for great money. So you know what I'm about to do?
Yes, you can.
Because I'm a COVID survivor, they're paying more for it.
You can donate sperm too if you want.
No, I tried. You can't be short and donate sperm. Women don't want to be inseminated by short people.
Oh no, that's terrible. They actually have a cutoff.
You know what?
You
that's
have
pretty funny.
you have to be 5'10" or above.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, they tell you like who I am. They're not like, oh wow, 5'5". I'll take it.
Hilarious.
That's the height I want my kid.
Yeah.
Well, you go up there and you tell them you're a COVID survivor, and they go, "Oh shit, Big,
Well,
small,
now,
tall,
now
short.
we're talking,
Yeah, let's
buddy
go.
boy.
Oh, so he's actually he's got good genes in that regard, right?
There you
You're
go.
telling me these babies might be immune?
There you go.
Hey, let me
Lock 'em
take
up.
a look at those hands again, Fabio.
Mhm. Yeah, the hands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause I'm trying to
I might get
see.
this figure, Fabio. You sold
It
me.
doesn't look like he
Good.
could hold any of that shit that you. Well, I guess he could.
Oh yeah, I think these hands right here are meant for that. These are like little, you know, the dude with the beaker meme. Like finally.
When are we supposed to get the Morbius movie?
Who knows? It's been delayed, you know, and
Yeah.
Jared Leto is, you know, off starting like a cult on his island or something.
Speaking of which, shout out to David Walton. I was just talking to him about this the Little Things movie that was on HBO Max with Jared Leto. Actually,
Oh yeah, I've heard that's pretty good.
I don't know.
Sony wants
Watch
to
at your
make
own
money
risk.
desperately on that movie, so they're going to keep delaying it.
Yeah.
Definitely. And
Absolutely.
it seems like
Yeah,
they're going to try
I'm
to
assuming
tie
they're
it in
gonna save it for
Spider-Man, so
October.
they'll probably wait until, you know, whatever comes out of Spider-Man 3, and you know, we can talk about that at the MCU section.
You know what we might see happen is when the world actually opens back up, like all the movies drop at the same fucking time.
Oh yeah, that's totally going to happen.
All right. So as far as you know, as Morbius, well, someone else who said that. Jay Asher says you need him for a Midnight Suns team. So yeah, no, it's definitely a must-have. He's a good villain for Spider-Man. He's a good ally for Blade or villain. You know, it's good. I think he'd look great with Doctor Strange too, if anything.
Did we talk about how crazy this romper looks? Like,
yeah, it's a little wild. Isn't
All right. I stepped out for a second.
I noted how it's just a little more purple than we remember, but
I'm talking about this capital deep V, baby.
Right? Got some flourish to that collar too.
This guy is one of those hairdressers that makes you uncomfortable. He's like really grabbing handfuls of your hair.
And he's got fingernails exactly like this.
100%.
Absolutely.
All right. I doubt that this is the final stand because this is the logo on the side of the Blade box too. So I bet they're gonna end up changing the logo on the stand. The preview images never show the right stand.
Interesting.
All right. So that was one standard release that we got from Mezco, and then earlier this week we heard, I think we might have even shown it on the show last week, is that there was going to be an Asia Goal exclusive, which was Asia Goal is I don't know if it's a Comic-Con or like an event, but it's a retailer out of Hong Kong and Taiwan, and they're the ones who had the exclusive Shadow Assassin Gomez in the white and the black years ago, or last year, or whatever, and when the announcement was made that there was going to be another Mezco Asia Gold exclusive, everyone just went crazy trying to figure out if they could get a ship to the U.S.
No, they didn't. You went crazy.
Here's the thing. I didn't go that crazy trying to get it. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's cool. I do, like, if I'll try, you know, like, I'm not going to go crazy out of my way, but I'll try, you know, I'll be there at drop and see if I can at least get one or two, because the limit was 2. And the shipping was like $47 to the U.S. for one of them, or $52 for 2. So I'm like, well, I mean, you might as well try to get 2 at that point.
Why not 2?
Exactly.
Why not both?
It sold out, and I was there at drop, and like it went by really quick. I could have gotten it, but what held me up is that I was looking around for somewhere to put like credit card information, but it didn't take credit cards. It was literally like PayPal direct from your bank account or nothing.
Yeah, they don't want your burger dollars, Fabio.
No.
What are you talking about?
I'm like, oh, all right. Well, by the time I figured that out, it was already sold out. So I did not get it. But yeah, I wasn't like trying to go crazy, like really stressing out about trying to get it either. So, and it's not even that I dislike it. I actually think it's pretty cool. But basically what we got here is just, it's called Krieg.
Krieg.
Hold on a second. Go back to that unmasked or unhelmeted head sculpt.
Let's go.
So, is that a coincidence?
Of what?
Oh, well, he looks Asian. It was the Asia.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think there's some intention, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, look like me in 2009. Jesus
Kind of,
Christ.
yeah. Seems like it. So, from what we understand,
what are we seeing here? Are we seeing a lot of reused parts? I see the poncho from Dread, huh?
No, it's a new poncho, but
you sure?
Yeah, it's got to be because the Dread one is one piece. This one has a buckle.
Okay.
No, it's a
I
different,
like that
I
gun.
mean, it's a poncho, but it's not the same poncho.
I
Not
like
the
that
poncho.
gun.
Yeah.
You don't like PayPal, Fabio, or what's the deal? Why did that hold you up?
I had a card that I was trying to use, like a specific card that's like for dumb purchases like this. So
Smart.
Okay, I know exactly what you mean. Why don't you add that card to your PayPal, man?
I don't. I think it's just connected to my regular bank account because I just use PayPal for like most other shit. And I don't always use PayPal for figure purchases because that's a slippery slope.
Fabio said, stop asking.
PayPal is for like temporary money that comes in and out. You know, it's not for a hoard. It's not because I feel like PayPal can get hacked like super quick. But that's all.
What was the U.S. Conversion for this? What did this come out to?
I think it was like 110 or something, maybe like 98, something like that. And with shipping and everything, it ended up being about like 150, like for a single thing.
It looks like the
two,
upper.
For two, it was like 386.
Is that vest lighting up, or are they doing some Photoshop there?
It's Photoshop, but I think it does. It does say that it lights up.
Okay.
So just to recap here, what we got, it's called Krig. Krig is like the general name for these characters. Like it is a Krig, and this is a Krig from the Blood Force. So
That's one of many Krigs.
Exactly, yeah. So this is potentially an army builder, potentially like a squad builder. You know, it's Rumble Society, so it's literally whatever you make of it. And removable helmet, which actually is like a front and back snapping enclosure type of thing, rather than like a slide on and off helmet.
Very 90s, okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's better, so you don't like scratch up the face or anything like that.
Yeah, no doubt. I like that.
It looks like he's like facing off against Baron Ben, so that's pretty cool. So even though he is a lot of reuse, he actually has a lot of unique parts too. So from what we can see here, obviously it's the vest, and I think the belt maybe just turned around from Cable, and then I think these arms are from Baron Ben's, maybe these upper arms too. The gloves, I believe, are Baron Ben's. The head is obviously brand new, and it has like a the light piping feature, kind of like Cyclops or Cable. Here he is facing off with Baron Ben's. He's got some really cool weapons too, which are all unique.
Do you have Baron Ben's? Of course you do. You do, right?
He's like, yeah, come on, man.
Who you think you're talking to? Come on.
Come on, buddy. What's going on here?
So there's a mix of new and old because like I said, the vest and the belt for sure Cable, but like I'm not even sure that the gloves are from Baron Ben's because Baron Ben's has a lot more like ports and like little holes on it, you know. And this one, the boots are different. The feet are from Cable, but the actual boots are not. So it's definitely a mix of new and old. The weapons for sure, like a lot of them are brand new. Like we got the scythe here and like the effects for him and like brand new blast effects, like this little laser one. This is like a taser of some kind, you know, like all kinds of new stuff. And then I guess I forgot to pull up the photo, but then there was a sticker sheet that was, people started getting it in hand, and it was showing that there's other colorways of this coming. So this one's called the Blood Force. There's another one called Black Spartan. There's Murder Hornets, and then there's Pale Riders or something like that.
The Pale Rider one looks like the crispiest to me. That looks so good. Yeah.
And we don't even know like what the figure looks like, but we know just the colorway just based on the sticker. Yeah. Let me see if I can pull up the
so if just in case you can't, the Pale Riders one, everything that's red in here is white, like a very bright white. It looks really good. That's like my favorite color scheme. Really tight.
Well, the other thing is there's a lot of Photoshop floating around right now too.
True.
The only
very
official
true.
photos we have seen of any Krig are the Blood Force, and then Mezco officially tweeted this one.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people took this one and changed it up to different colors as well.
I see. Yeah, okay. That's probably what I saw then too.
So there is, if it's anything like the Shadow Assassins, we're gonna get two colorways overseas that are very exclusive and hard to get. In that case, it was the black and white, and then over here we're gonna get the yellow and red, or we did with that, and then it's just gonna be reversed. I guess people are speculating for the Krig. You're gonna get red and yellow over there, and then black and white over here.
Mm-hmm.
But either way,
could probably look for
I
a
like
drop
the concept of it because I guess they're meant to be like kind of cyberpunk Spartan, like Halo style guys. We don't really know, but
I wish the way that they looked out of those masks made any sort of sense.
Yeah, we don't know if I feel like that's one thing that'll probably be different across all the members is the actual like head sculpt underneath.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Now you're talking.
Nice
I
little
mean, that's
incentive.
interesting. Maybe we're to assume that there is some type of like cybernetic link where he could actually see through all of those little ports in the
That's what I was thinking
helmet.
too.
But yeah, it will make no sense as it is with the two regular placed eyes, like humanoid eyes. I don't know. But hey, whatever. Mezco's doing what they're doing with their own property and shoving this shit down your throat and making you buy multiples and army build shit that's not really an army build. They're just making up shit.
There you go.
So it's all good.
That's what's keeping them afloat until all this license stuff is able to get out there. But it seems now with Morbius and all that, I think it's starting to trickle out a little bit more. And this shipped right away, so people are already starting to get this in hand.
Really?
Quick,
Do we are we to assume that this sold out, or do we know that this sold out over in Asia?
Yeah, it's sold out. It went up twice because there's two websites. There's the Hong Kong side and the Taiwan side, and it went up on Taiwan first, sold out, and then it went up on Hong Kong, sold out, and then a few hours later it went back up after like order cancellations or whatever.
I'd like to know what the numbers really are. I'd like to know if it was just a bunch of people from the U.S. just ordering this shit.
It could have been. From what I've seen, the case count is also like around 1,000. Like there's 1,000 of these floating around.
What do we have on the Asia side or out of Hong Kong aside from Soap Studio that's doing like soft goods or cloth clothing?
The King's Hot Toys.
Yeah,
Hot toys, right? Okay, yeah. Okay.
Virtually every like 12th scale, 1/12 scale soft goods, like third party guys, they're based out of there too.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So
like
then Mezco is pretty popular over there.
Yeah, it's got to be. Because this site, Asia Gold, like all the other products on here are basically stuff like that.
Now here's a question for you, Fabio. What is resale looking like on this guy?
Oh my god!
Like an expensive,
My goodness.
You want the headline? Here we go.
Pretty much, not great. It's not great at all. I've seen upwards of like in the thousands, soft 900s, let's say.
I'm sorry, but things like this are why I can't.
The lowest I've seen it for is like 300 for one.
The lowest. Oh yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
260. Maybe you just got to stay peeled on these Facebook groups. And here's another reason I wasn't really going crazy trying to do this or trying to get this is because, like I said, I was going to be in for 2 anyway, so that's like almost $400, and that's just so I would have like had an extra, honestly, to flip and make a little bit of my recoup back. Obviously, this is an exclusive.
Hey, say that again. Hey, say that again. Repeat that. What you?
I'm not trying to gouge anyone, but it's like, yo, I'm going to sell my extra, and that's the whole point of getting an extra. It's just
that's the name of the game. So don't let anybody out there tell you that there is collectors that are some like purists that aren't flipping one figure to pay for their figure and trying to break even. That's the regular name of the game. So anybody out there claiming that that's scalping, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'm not trying to put it up on eBay for $1,000 or whatever. But it's like, okay, I got an extra. I'm willing to hook up another like actual Mexico collector who wants this. We can work something out. I probably wouldn't go as high as 300, but I try to recoup some of my losses for sure. Problem with that is this ships out of Hong Kong, and Mezco earlier this month, literally the beginning of February, they sent out an email saying like, oh, we're sorry that Iron Fist and this have been delayed. They're on the way. Also, there's another like exclusive bundle coming. There's a Slugfest exclusive coming. Just make sure you got money in your account for all this because it's going to be hitting you hard this month. So with that, I was like, ooh, they kind of gave us fair warning on the domestic stuff. I probably shouldn't go broke getting something overseas that I'm not guaranteed to have like in hand to recoup my money on this month. So I was like, yeah, maybe it's better to pass out on this one so I am more able to get the stuff that's let's say that I'm meant to have because I'm a US buyer.
What did we see the I guess we saw the White Skull kind of top out at about 900 I guess, right? On a resale for that. I saw it.
Yeah, and that has half as many units as this one. That was 500, this was about 1,000.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I did a couple raffles for a couple White Skulls aside from the one that's going to you.
Yeah, and from what I've seen, some people think these are going to be like Mezco Power Rangers too. So there's gonna, you're gonna go crazy trying to like finish the team because one of them is going to be exclusive. And
I could see that.
But hey, that is the name of the game as well. You know, Mezco making you care about these characters somehow.
True. Very true. Somehow they get you every damn time.
Yeah. Okay, so if this is what the Asian dude looks like, what's the American exclusive gonna look like? He's just gonna be like,
He's gonna be Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, he's gonna look like one of the dudes from like Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Wildlands, where he just has like the tactical glasses and like the big bushy beard.
Yeah, that's it. Basically, a beard is happening for sure. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, gotta be.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah.
MAGA.
Either way, I mean, I dig this figure.
Gonna look like MAGA for sure.
I'm bummed to have missed it, but I'm not crazy to like go out of my way to get it. It's cool, you know.
What you're seeing here is the first stage of depression. It's denial.
This is what you call acceptance. And then comes
I like the accessories though, those especially those like little energy effects and shit like that.
Yeah, these accessories are dope. No,
let's call it begrudging acceptance. Just like, all right, it's clear that you can't have them all.
Are you gonna go with grieving next, or
I'm gonna go straight to rage. I'm just gonna laugh.
There was something else from Mezco, though, wasn't it? Wasn't there some other drop or some other Mezco news?
Just the teases of the other colors. From what I'm seeing, yeah, they actually do have different arm guards. You can see.
Oh, you know what? There was one other thing: the fact that the blue Supreme Knight is shipping.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Darkest Dawn Supreme Knight Batman is in fact starting to get into hands. Boog, you have one in hand, right?
I don't have it in hand. It's probably at my job waiting for me, so I'll have it Monday.
I'm trying to find people are posting photos of the box that they just got it delivered, and I'm like, can somebody please take a photo of like the side of it, the spine, because I need to know like where it's gonna go up here on the bookshelf. And if they fucked me like they did with the Shadow Edition and put the Ascending Knight logo on the spine, I'm gonna go fucking crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. I will.
Because it's all about the spine of the box for your $100 figure.
Completely. I just want a little consistency, damn it, across the graphic design department.
That's true.
Mezco sent out an email this past week too, saying sorry and that things will start shipping regular soon too.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, yeah, they're literally telling me like, don't be broke this month, so I'll hold off on this. I mean, I did, I'm sure I'll find a way to get it down the line, but I'm not really like going crazy trying to get it. That's about
it. There'll be some other chance, some variant, some other rendition of this will be out. I'm sure.
Yeah. It's just a flex at this point to have it.
No doubt.
All right. Moving on, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's go. Next up is Storm.
We got some quick chat updates here. Gold Skull Ninjas are shipping as well. Yeah, those are.
Yes, I did hear that too.
I'm trying to get a third one when my roommate has his arrive.
Okay, the roommate plug.
Yeah.
Hey, roommate, can you order this for me?
Hey, I told him. Well, he wanted one, and I'm like, yo, just get a second one and I'll buy it. Because I didn't want to risk like getting from the initial drop. Bodega box should be arriving soon as well and shipping. That was in the email. There's a lot of stuff coming from Mezco that's been delayed for a while. So again, don't be broke this month, Mezco collectors.
The tall order. Pretty tall.
I'd rather do that than have to blow the Target employee to bring me a case of GI Joes, though.
Oof.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Come on.
Oh, no.
Like going to extreme lengths, like the lawyer dude, the Fire Festival documentary. He was
God.
prepared to fillet a dude at customs for water.
Oh no!
It happens. All right, we can leave.
We can leave.
We can get out of here. I'm just pulling up the Storms. So we have a tease. Of course, Storm Collectibles loves their fighting games and their fighting licenses. And they've got Tekken 7, and this is a teaser image we got of the best Tekken character.
Truly. Let's not mince words.
Yeah.
Here we go, boys. Mexico's very own. Come on!
King,
baby. I'm so stoked for this, man. As soon as they announced that they had the Tekken license, I was like, all right, stop fucking around. We're not gonna show King.
Yeah, when I went to lunch with these guys in 2019, I was like, "Hey man, like just letting you know I'm Mexican and I really love King." I was like, are you guys gonna make him or?" And he looked me dead in the eye and he said, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "Sick. All right, there we go."
How many Tekken characters do we have so far?
Ooh, I don't know.
But main 2, right?
I was about to say, I think it was like 3 or 4. Not many. Not many.
Listen, I want this. I love King as a character. I'm not a big, Tekken guy, but I do love King, and I want this King.
Let's go.
Look at that.
I'm
Look at that.
sure we'll get it. There's no question.
With the
That's
dad
King,
shoes.
baby.
I'm buying every variant, everything you give me of King. Sorry, boys.
Steal his look right here. Let's go.
Replicate this look.
Replicate this
The
look.
shoes,
Yeah.
bro. It's these shoes that make it.
It's definitely the shoes. It's got to be the shoes.
Oh, I mean, if we're going with the steal his look thing, I got to bring up one more. It's the
Storm Collectibles
Let's
showing
go.
that they are the.
There we go. When are we getting Big Woody?
when are we getting him, dude? Come on.
You know what? Here's a free idea for anybody making tree props and dioramas. Put out one of these.
But,
That's
yeah,
all you
this
gotta
is
do.
Irregardless.
Yeah, this looks crazy, man. Someone brought up something very interesting. Like, of course, this is a prototype, right? And like, none of the joints are like sculpted or anything like that. But somebody brought up like, what if this is like a seamless type of thing? The same way with their Golden Axe villain as well.
Interesting.
Which
I mean, he does look pretty badass in Tekken 7. So
he looks great. Like, King is always the king, my friend.
yeah, he looks. I've never seen his look from this game, so this is the one they're basing it on. Obviously, he's gonna come with the cape and everything too. Then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if it's Tekken 7, yeah. Yo, Punker Mike in the chat saying one of the greatest comments I've ever seen. Foo's Gone Wild exclusive King, where you at? Let's go.
Yeah. The higher the stocks, the downer the King. Come
Exactly.
Yeah, they made King in like WWE 2K17 or something.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, he looks dope though. I mean,
And we got to put him against Tiger Mask. Come on.
Let's go.
That's a good
Yeah.
question. That's a good question though about this being a seamless body. I'm not sure.
It'd be cool, but then
wouldn't that be kind of weird though? If they did that,
I was about to
Because
say,
it
like,
wouldn't be matching up aesthetically.
exactly. That's the one thing I think. Like, it'd be great, but like the rest of the line is already like aesthetically with joints and whatever you call it. So like it would be strange. But if it were, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It'd be great. But we still don't know how like a seamless Storm body would hold up in the first place because that Golden Axe character isn't even out yet. So
Right.
Yeah, and that guy's huge too. So I guess it depends how big this King is going to be. Or I mean, I don't think Storm usually reuses bodies across different licenses, right?
across different licenses, I'm not 100% sure.
I don't see how they would. Everything's so unique. But the Golden Axe dude is the first from that particular property.
From Gold, well, the skeletons are from Golden Axe too.
Right. Okay. Well, that doesn't really count.
Yeah, I'd like a seamless skeleton, please.
Well, it's just like, not looking at this guy again.
Like
He's not
a
entirely
skeleton
seamless.
with
He's not entirely seamless. It's just at the elbows and knees. It seems like.
Seems like interesting.
I mean, where else do you see? Where do you see drugs?
look at that thick son bitch.
Word up.
Damn boy, he thick.
Yeah.
That's a thick ass boy.
And the abs too, I guess. Sorry, I'm
Who's doing the sculpting for Storm?
They do it.
They do it, huh?
Not only that, but they do it all by hand. They don't like. I mean, they've done digital sculpt obviously because you can see with the King, but they avoid it as much as possible. They prefer doing hand sculpt. They're actually really big fans of McFarlane because of that. They like they love McFarlane.
Well, I hope Todd can be a fan of them because they actually know how to include articulation.
Basically.
Todd, can you be their fan too? Come on, I know you're watching this, Todd.
Yeah.
And Storm, they've been doing the the rubber diaper design forever, and Todd just kind of latched onto that when he started his line.
I really like this rubber diaper thing.
That's honestly what the industry professionals call it.
100%.
Well,
Looking
like
king,
we've been
too.
saying for the past few weeks, we're going to see things really ramp up, especially, I guess, this coming week, next week, before what would have been Toy Fair. And I was going to say this in the Misco section, too, that we will probably see the U.S. Toy Fair exclusive drop in some capacity, too. So.
Yeah. One more thing about Mezco, too. I just love how, like, the White Skull came out, and everyone's like, all right, here we go, Black Skulls, here we go, baby, here we go. And then another random Rumble Society character that is an overseas exclusive, and now they're hyping the other colorways that will be US exclusive, and Black Skulls are just like Vincent Vega. Come on.
They sure know how to say the same shit over and over.
I'm just saying, like, I think they're hoping we forget about the Black Skulls and, like, really sneak up on us with it. That's what I'm really trying to hold my money for.
At this particular point, they milking the shit out of this. They got it all planned out. I'm sure they have everything mapped out for the rest of the year as far as their in-house product goes. Like, you know.
Oh yeah, no question.
Yeah. All right, so that is it for Storm Collectibles.
Let's go.
Yeah. I did want to get into a little jazz wares with the boys here because Poncho, you've become a fan of the Halo line, right?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
He's the number one fan as far as I'm concerned.
Well, big shout out to Geeky Fresh on Instagram. He kind of like put everybody on that 3/3/4 Halo line. Like he's been putting out great photos and making them look virtually not like 3 3/4 scale figures at all.
Yeah, they look good.
They look really nice.
From what I've seen on your streams too, they look pretty solid.
They're solid. It's exactly what you'd expect from. Well, no, let me correct myself. It's not exactly what you'd expect for 3 3/4 at that price point. Like when you think 3 3/4. There's kind of like a stigma that comes with that where like articulation is not as great as, 1/12 scale and stuff. But these guys move surprisingly well. And then for only being $10, they move like really well. Like when you think of like upper echelon of like 3 3/4, obviously you go to like Acid Rain and people like that. And the price point on that is much higher than these Jazzware joints. But like, they move quite well and the deco is great on them and it's wild. They're very nice. I enjoy them a lot.
I'm trying to find the images of the new wave that just got shown. Of course. But while we get there, the main reason I wanted to bring up Jazzwares too is because Jeremy Padower from Wicked Cool Toys, who is one of the developers of the AEW line, revealed the newest wave. And actually, a couple waves have been revealed since last time we talked about them, so we can kind of check in there. Last time we talked about it was when they showed the Orange Cassidy figure book, the one that you could put his hands in his pockets. This one here.
Yeah, that came out a minute ago.
Yeah.
So that was.
I'm seeing this a lot in a lot of wrestling dudes' pictures and stuff like that. I'm seeing that guy a lot.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. So that was that wave. So since then, we've had a couple more waves revealed. One of them. Wave 4 is like basically imminent, about to drop.
We talked about Wave 4. We brought up Broken Matt Hardy.
Did we?
Yeah.
No, there's no way because we didn't talk about Santana and Ortiz.
Or did we?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure last time we talked about
it. Caught up in Mezco that you don't even remember?
I'm lost in the
What's my birthday, Fabio? How do you remember that at least?
I remember you. Yeah, definitely.
There we go. That's what I wanted to hear, Fabio.
There's no way. There's no way. We talked about the leaks. Yeah, it was like a whole thing. We don't check in on him much.
What about that dog with the spaghetti hair? Did we talk about him?
Yeah, this one here.
There we go.
Oh, it's Jeremy Padower's birthday 14 weeks ago. How great.
Oh, man. Sorry, Padower.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the last thing we talked about. Maybe somebody in the chat can correct us. But either way, let me just recap here. God, Jeremy posts a lot. All right, Wave 4.
Yeah, we have a lot of lines, with the cars and stuff like that. So
yeah. So Wave 4 will have a new Kenny Omega and kind of his more standard ring gear, new head sculpt, which
classic point.
Of course, the good night bang pose, very very cool. We got Cody, Actually, he's Cody Rhodes now.
Let's go.
Back. Cody Rhodes in
Now
the
you're
Pearl Paper
talking.
shirt, you know, a
The
reference
grandson
to-
of a plumber.
That's right, the grandson of a plumber, the son of a plumber. And then we got Sammy Guevara. I know that's not his name. I just love that anyone who's watching AEW, like my favorite thing recently is they have Sammy Guevara in a tag team with Jake Hager, and then their tag team name is Sammy Hager. And they had the actual like rock star Sammy Hager like call in and be like, "Hey guys, this is the Red Rocker Sammy Hagar. Just want to tell you all about my favorite wrestling tag team, Sammy Hagar." It's so good. And then we got broken Matt Hardy here looking. I believe the statistic is now that Matt Hardy is the only wrestler to have had action figures across every like action figure, major action figure wrestling line. That's,
I think that's true.
That's what was the other? Jack Pacific, Mattel, and now Jazzwares with AEW.
Yeah,
I think
the only
I
other
think I
person that
asked
comes-
this before, but what night are they airing on? Are they in direct competition with Raw or one of those other shows?
No, they're in direct competition with NXT, which is another WWE show, but it's not like the main Raw or SmackDown. But it's on Wednesday nights.
Okay.
Wednesday night
a couple of
Dynamite.
wrestlers, like all they have to do is jump ship to AEW, and they would be the same, like AJ Styles and Christian. Like if they jumped ship, they probably could.
Yeah, I mean it's only a matter of time before Jeff does because they've got him under contract and Matt's like in this other company for years at this point. It's just like
I was gonna say Jeff would also be one. Jeff would pretty much match Jeff Hardy. I mean match Matt as soon as he goes to AEW.
Yeah.
As far as like toy lines go.
Yeah, they would definitely
wrestling
have
contract like.
What are they like? I mean, they're technically independent contractors, but they're under contract for certain number of years, and then at that point they can choose to renegotiate or resign. Or whatever.
I mean, as far as the actual money, like what's a big wrestling contract?
John Cena's probably.
Well, I mean, right now, the name I would think with the biggest contract would be Edge because he's kind of the returning legend de jour.
And not just that, but he just got WrestleMania.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very true.
So I feel like there's no way he would have come back.
Stack it up for me next to. Stack it up for me next to like a athlete, some other type of sports athlete, like baseball, football. Like we know baseball probably has the highest salaries. Football is kind of on the low end. What would wrestling be? I mean, they got to sell a lot of merch.
I think it's on the low end too. I don't think they make.
Yeah, they're on the very low end.
I mean, it depends on the wrestler too, and a lot of the wrestling, the wrestling character's value is based on the wrestler themselves. So like, there's a lot of wrestlers that are like independent wrestlers that own their own brand and their own likeness and all that stuff. So I think they probably do a little bit better than just the company to company contract.
Yes, it's got to be all about the merch for wrestling stuff.
Yeah, sure.
If you're not a big guy like Brock Lesnar or like John Cena or your Roman Reigns, like your contracts aren't great.
No, you're just kind of there to kind of take a paycheck every week and like lose to the bigger guys.
not just that, but they're ready to drop you at any moment. Like it went from Dean Ambrose being somebody that they shoved down your throat to Dean Ambrose being completely like nixed from existence.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, a lot of these AEW guys, right. not a lot, but like a good amount of them, like you said, find a picture of him, but Dean Ambrose, now Jon Moxley, he left the company. Moxley. They were kind of like turning his character into a joke in WWE, and he left, and he showed up in this company and like as a complete badass, took the title, just top guy in the company right away because
Neville, Matt Hardy.
Yeah, and Matt Hardy, the broken gimmick is his, so he actually brought that, from Impact to WWE and then back over to AEW, and then now he's big money Matt Hardy.
Well, didn't it start in Lucha Underground and then it went to Impact and then it went to? Am I tripping? Am I thinking things wrong?
No, I don't think Matt went to Lucha.
I thought he was there. I guess I'm wrong.
That'd be big if true, for sure. Capliv says that wrestlers don't make anything near what most think. Take the contract of a starting quarterback and compare it to Roman Reigns, and it's not even close.
Yeah, it's really bad. Even their biggest stars, I mean, I guess the nice thing about being a big star is that you really don't have to follow the rules. Like Brock Lesnar has a great contract. He pretty much never has to be there if he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
I guess that's the plus of it. That's the plus of those big contract guys is that even though they're not paid well, they can pretty much do whatever the hell they want. they call their own shots, and nobody's going to fire them for the most part.
I think Lesnar's contract is the only one that I've like heard numbers. I think it was like $1 million a year or something like that.
Yeah.
Like even just like one cool $1 million for like 1 year of work, which means showing up to a television taping and a pay-per-view like 5 times for that year. So you're getting, $200,000 per appearance. That's not bad, but it's definitely not an NFL salary or something.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if the viewership was better, they'd be getting more money. But
yeah,
it's why a lot of these wrestling guys, they run to Hollywood.
This was actually a really brilliant move from AEW to like really crank out the action figure line because it goes hand in hand with wrestling,
Yeah, it does.
So we got some other great characters here. Of course, Sammy Guevara, which we said, Matt Hardy, and then Santana and Ortiz, proud and powerful. This guy is awesome because he has like the little, the finger, the toe shoes. And he wrestles in the little toe shoes, and they actually did that here. That's so
little
cool.
Vibram 5 fingers, okay.
Hell yeah. And then Santana, Boog, you love these guys. These are like Puerto Rican Bronx dudes. And then these are the guys fucking outside the bodega. This is what they do,
I think one of them called me Papa once.
We got a couple of variants. They're chase. What do they? I think they call them something specific. Chase variants, I guess. And you got a Cody with the new neck tattoo, a new expression, Nightmare Family shirt. 1 of 1,000. I've also heard that they're upping the chase count, so instead of like 1 of 200 or something like that, they're up to like 1,000 or something. And then Matt Hardy is even rarer than that with 500. Here's another version of Broken Matt, which is some reuse from like figures that don't really make sense. Like I don't really remember like where specifically he wore this, but I don't know that he's ever worn like literally Jericho's boots. And then so that was the Wave 4. I think the story with this was that it got leaked and then it got shown afterwards. But trying to get ahead of the leaks altogether, they're just showing us the grayscale sculpts now. Into Series 5, Wave 5, the Unrivaled Collection. Yeah, I know there's another wave that's coming out that hasn't been shown yet. We got the Jungle Boy.
Very nice.
No love for Jungle Boy. Maybe I love his tag team partner in the Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus. Boog, have you ever wanted to see? Have you ever wanted to see a 7-foot man in a lizard mask do wrestlings?
Well, we see that all the time. Our government officials are 7 foot.
No.
The Earth is flat. Our government officials are lizard people.
Boog, you got that wrong. I'm saying this is a man in a lizard mask, not a lizard in a man mask.
Oh, okay. Got it. You're right.
And we got another John Moxley.
Jesus Christ.
Moxley. Yeah, he looks great. I mean, he's obviously like one of the main, superstars, one of like the top guys. So he's going to be in pretty regular rotation in many of these waves. Good to get him. Different outfits. It's all good stuff. This is the former Dean Ambrose turned. Well, actually, he used to be John Moxley back in the day too.
That's true. Yeah.
And then these are going to be the first 2 figures to have the AEW World Tag Team Championship belts. Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky.
Really creative names.
SoCal Uncensored. This is the worst town I have ever been in.
Also known as Stone Cold University. There's like a very common saying in late 90s. So nice job stealing that, Scorpion Sky.
Well, all these modern wrestlers are taking stuff from the.
I'm just fucking with them.
You got the Bullet Club doing the click thing anyway.
Yeah.
So. And they brought it back. The Bullet Club is back together basically in AEW.
Oh yeah, I saw that was awesome. That was sick.
So we got Scorpio and Frankie, and then we have a new Hangman Adam Page. The Hangman says you hang, you hang. Comes with a pitcher of beer. Comes with his bandana. I wonder if that's removable. I don't know if that's like a hard piece or whatever. Comes with a hold my beer glass, Really cool. I don't know. I think this might be. Okay, yeah, that's the regular version.
Oh, can we talk about the Baby Yoda plushie really quick? What's going on with that?
Oh, we'll get into that. I'm not gonna just brush over that. We got the Chase variant of John Moxley, which
Oh wow, look at that difference, huh?
Poked out by Santana and Ortiz. Yeah, he basically just has a bandage over his eye. I'm sure the colors will be different too. We'll see. And then finally, Hangman Adam Page, the rare Chase variant. Doesn't seem to be much different here.
When I saw that, I just thought of Sid Vicious.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Sid Vicious. Huh? Yeah, a little bit. I wonder if they're going to fix the size of his boots because famously the previous Hangman has like humongous feet. Just heckin' chonkers, you know what I mean? All right. Taking a quick look through Jeremy Padower's Instagram, you'll find all kinds of rare collectibles.
That's the one.
That's pretty cute.
What are you talking about?
This is what the podcast is
Poncho's
all
on the
about.
run for this one. If you guys see this at your local Target, please shoot it Poncho's way.
Please do
Yeah,
not.
right.
No, he'll pay double, in fact. No. Trouble.
He's trying to pay double. In fact, he wants two of them, one for him and one for his wifey.
Oh, God.
They also do UFC figures. I don't know if anybody collects these. My roommate is a big Khabib fan, so I got him a Khabib figure for Christmas. But other than that, I've never really seen these.
Nice.
Not even in stores or anything. But they're cool, right?
Yeah, they're not easy to find. They're even less stocked than AEW.
Why is Sam Roberts commenting on this? He's at the top of my things. I guess he's still buying GameStop stonks. Come on, man. Everybody got out already.
Yeah, it dropped down crazy this past week, huh?
Yeah.
Very true.
And then the final tease is another 2-pack. These two, what's funny is that Britt Baker, she's one of the main women, bad guys in AEW, and she has kind of an ongoing rivalry with Cody because she's really mad that he has all of these action figures and she has none. So they went ahead and put her in a 2-pack with Cody in a suit.
That's incredible.
That's pretty funny.
So pretty cool. Yeah, she has a set, wrestling shows. They do interview shows, and then there's a fake set constructed. So I guess this 2-pack is going to come with the set of the waiting room, which is our little talk show. Pretty cool. I mean, if nothing else, it'll be the first kind of set from AEW. I just like seeing this line starting up fresh and running its course and continuing to improve and everything. I just think it's really cool. I would like to find them. These have been, I think, Walmart exclusive all of this year, 2020, but now they started to open up in 2021.
Yeah, they just started to come to other stores, but the stock still isn't great to Targets right now because it's just starting and whatnot.
The best place to get these reliably is definitely Ringside Collectibles. You just you got to pre-order them to make sure that you get the full set. And I think the bonus to getting the full set or the full case or whatever is that there's a chance that you'll get one of the variants in there. So don't be trying to look for these in stores if you're trying to get the rare Chase variant or whatever. All right, cool, good stuff. That is Jazzwares. That is AEW. Pancho, I think you had a bunch of stuff you wanted to show us now, right?
Oh yeah, there's links in the chat for a couple of stragglers.
Okay, all right, we can get
we wanted to talk about. I guess pull up the Dragon Stars thing first. We can talk about that. Get that out of the way. Address the elephant in the room. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. While I pull that up.
Talk about this one right here. Is Dragon Stars the big buff Roshi? I'm gonna assume yes because
probably yeah. I just saw that before we went live. I think it had just went up before we went live, right?
Yeah,
it's actually pronounced Big Daddy Buff.
Big Daddy Buff.
I hope so.
Big Papa Pump.
It's just a picture in the chat.
Big Papa Pump.
Yeah. I'm trying to open it in a new tab, but it actually shows up bigger if you open it up in Facebook.
That's incredible. Yeah, so so Dragon Stars, man, once again, the People's Company. Let's go. giving us stuff that Tamashii Nations hasn't touched yet. And we've said it, hundreds of times before on the show that Dragon Stars really shines in in a position where they can just give us characters that Tamashii hasn't given us yet in SH Figure Arts form, and just good placeholders until Tamashii basically gets off their ass and they're like, oh yeah, people do want these. Yeah, let's do that. Basically.
I think most people would prefer an actual like cardboard standee in your collection instead of one of these.
Oh no. Yeah, like sometimes a lot of these are pretty whack, but every once in a while you get a good one here or there. I mean, the hit was terrible, but it's like, again, they're just great like placeholders. It's whatever. This Swole Roshi is really great. A lot of people really want this one. I think like ever since Revival of F came out, and then Roshi was like, he was in that movie. He got like huge like this too, and he fought off like some of the Frieza force. It put this version of Roshi back in the public eye, and a lot of people wanted a figure of it for a long time. And of course, he was back in the Tournament of Power, and then he had like one of the greatest scenes in the entire Tournament of Power arc. And yeah, man, like this, it's just really cool that we're finally getting a Roshi figure like this. It's just really nice. And you know, Roshi doesn't really do like a lot of like crazy like acrobatic shit. Like he's just like a powerhouse in this form. Like the biggest issue with this figure is probably getting him into that Kamehameha pose. There's absolutely no way he'll be able to hit that, not unless they throw some butterfly joints on this guy.
It's not happening.
So
No
like in that sense, yeah, it's pretty whack. Why even give him the hands? Whatever. But it's just nice for us to have this version of Roshi in the collection. If you have like a Tournament of Power display going, or if you just want to do some like just cool displays with this version of Roshi, it's pretty tight. I made this custom Figma Roshi like forever ago. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll pop this on.
There he
right
is.
here.
We're talking Bruce Lee.
Let's go.
Where's the second angle? Here's the second angle.
But yeah, this one, I really like this for like a powered down version, but of course, like we need like the huge one, huge guy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I mean, obviously, besides the Hawaiian shirt, that's like his most like common look.
for sure. Yeah, and like the only thing is like, if you want a Dragon Ball display, like you could just get a customizer to paint his pants to blue or whatever, and then maybe but then he doesn't have like the A-frame shirt or anything like that, or in Dragon Ball. It's whatever. You'll fudge it. It's okay. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah, it's just
I'm sure that now that this is about to be a thing, that SHF is going to be right around the corner to come and shit on this.
Absolutely, no question. I've said it before. Like the best thing that Dragon Stars can possibly do is put out a figure, and then from there, Tamashii Nations will gauge that popularity, and they'll be all like, "All right, okay, let's push this to the front. People want this for sure."
Doubt. No doubt.
Well, the great thing about
why
this
invest a lot of money when we can give the 10-point of articulation figure?
That's it.
Go.
well, what's cool about this, like in terms of it being a Dragon Stars figure, I guess, is that like normally against another figure, you got a 50-50 chance of winning, right? But this figure is a genetic freak, and it is not.
He's not normal.
So you got a 33.5% chance at best at beating me.
And then you throw
Numbers
third party
don't lie,
into the
and they
mix.
spell disaster for you on pre-order.
Then you throw third party into the mix, and your chances drop to 22 and a 2/3 chance.
The Dragon Stars figures normally come with interchangeable heads too, right? Excuse me.
Not heads, but hands. They do come with hands.
Okay.
I don't think we've seen a single Dragon Stars figure come with an additional like head sculpt.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to be tugging on that plastic, man.
Yeah. The only
Strong.
time I've seen like a figure compact with another head in it is when they were doing the Kale Build-A-Figure, basically, and the Zamasu Build-A-Figure, but never like they probably don't want you switching parts on their shit. But yeah, this is nice. It's a good placeholder. It's like, you know, it's a Jefferson, whatever. It'll be fine.
Oh, Jeffy.
You'll do whatever.
Not bad. Or
Not
might be a
bad.
Jackson, no?
It's a Jackson. Damn, you know what? I've been saying Jefferson for so long.
George Jefferson, you're moving on up. What's
Oh,
going
no.
on?
Anyway, it's a $20 bill. $20.
Dude, it'll be a Tubman though. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Yeah, fingers crossed. Let's go.
Yeah.
So pull up whichever one next you want. Let's take a roll of the dice. I'll talk about whatever. Let's go.
Here, I got a wild card that the chat kindly reminded me about that I would just love to get all of our opinions on.
All right, let's go.
Let's see.
Oh shit! All right, yeah.
Oh yeah, these are awesome.
Let's
Hot
talk about
toys,
this.
baby, and let me put the emphasis on hot.
What the,
These
what the
are
fuck going on there?
Yeah,
Look,
Boog,
it
that
looks
was my. I know. You know what? I know exactly what you're talking about. We don't have to say it.
I believe
But
Crotchies and the nippies are out tonight. Boys.
we were.
Come on.
This was
Oh,
revealed.
A banana in his trunks, or is he happy to see us?
Yeah, let me tell you, that is screen accurate, my friend.
100% accurate. 100%.
here's the thing. I love this bat suit. It's a really sick bat suit.
Is that a Kinder Surprise egg in his crotch, or is he?
But this one doesn't even look that bad. I mean, this one is like, all right, this looks pretty normal. I mean, obviously it's there. It's noticeable for sure, but at least it's muted amongst, it matching the rest of the colorway.
Yes.
Robin, however, I mean,
This is
just
crazy.
what an extension of the torso. It literally hangs down. It's just a
What
literal
the
extension
fuck?
of the torso.
It's wild.
Hold on a
What
second.
is
Hold on a
going
second.
bro?
I loved this at first until I just saw Batman's accessory list. There's no bat card.
Oh no, no
Throw
back
it
card,
on
no
away.
buy.
What's the
They got
point
the-
then?
No,
They got
dude,
the nipples on the suit and everything. Wow, this is hilarious.
What are you nipping?
Rick, that's actually from Batman and Robin. So
That's true.
These are from Batman Forever.
Oh damn.
Uh-oh. You're telling me you didn't have the bat credit card the whole time, though? Come on.
No,
Let's
that
go.
was
You're
when
telling me
Express jumped on board for
He's
for
got
the.
he's got to swipe the back credit card down the stripper's ass. That's what he's got.
Where is she?
These look wild. The only even here, but unfortunately here you can see like the shortcomings of the rubber suit. Like it's all scrunched up and shit, and like
right.
is shit is all deformed and whatever.
Yeah, you have to basically pose it like this.
Yeah, these are museum poses all day, baby.
You can't even pose these like running all cool at the camera like they did in
No.
those movies.
Yo,
Remember how
Nico.
they have, like,
These figures.
remember the bat silhouette behind them, and they're just like
Yeah.
running in slow motion down the tunnel. I was like, yo, this is filmmaking at its finest, right here.
Absolutely. Yo,
These figures are terrible in a great way.
real quick, I have to acknowledge Nico Hodge in the chat with the best comment of the night. Batman and Throbbing. Jesus Christ.
Stupid.
So
Big
good.
throbbing.
James B says, talk about the dick. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I honestly don't remember Robin hanging dong this much in this movie.
I'm telling you, man,
Yeah,
it's screen
crazy.
accurate. We couldn't believe it
Yeah,
ourselves.
I didn't really remember that either. I
Yeah.
guess we kind of all probably like tried to erase it from their memory banks or some shit.
Probably.
What's the name? What's the name of this movie? Batman: The Brave and the Bold.
Stupid.
I will say the head sculpt looks good. The actual cranium head sculpt.
Yeah. It looks just like the thing, but
So
the
no
thing
head.
itself is like, do we want it, y'all?
I
Yo,
can't buy
this is stupid.
Yeah.
This is hopefully one of those. Like I'm actually not up to date with this. Like I don't know if they put up pre-orders or not.
Yo,
But this is
that
like
hold up. That shot right there is the wildest shit I've seen in my life.
Look at this. It's like a ski slope.
Woo! This shit needs to come with a
Getting a
fucking
beat.
cutout that just says boing. The fuck? That looks crazy.
yeah. I'm not sure if you guys know this. Hot Toys does things like this all the time, and they never release them. I'm not sure if the pre-orders have went up for this, or if they acted like pre-orders were going up soon. But like a lot of the times they make things like this and they never happen. Like they showed a Hot Toys Rhino from the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like even at the height of that film, everyone was like, "They're not making this. Like they're not
Yeah.
making that." And
Mm.
I wonder if
like
this
it
is
is.
one of those pieces. If Howard was just like, "I want figures from this, make them," and then they made them, and they were like, "Yeah, let's release them," and then they never will. I don't. Maybe they are for pre-order already, and I'm sounding like an idiot. But for those that don't know, that happens all the time. They make these
Mhm.
figures that are obviously never going to happen, but they show them.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts.
Seems like it's an
might
actual
I say.
pre-order. But yeah, I just wanted to take that quick little detour into some Joel
Said yes.
Schumacher.
Into Dongville.
That's
Hell
it.
yeah. Sharp left turn. We can
man.
move into some good Smile company.
Yeah.
Some Figma.
Let's go. Sam
right.
Porter. Sam Porter from Death Stranding. Let's go.
Mhm.
Okay,
There
so
he is.
that
This is a really sick looking figure, man.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
Daryl. Is that Daryl?
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
actor. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
From the game.
Yeah, it's modeled after him.
Yeah, I'm a
Looks
little
good.
upset he doesn't come with a Monster Energy drink, man.
Yo,
Yeah, dude,
where's
he
that
should.
product placement?
That was like, but in this game, it's so crazy because like the product placement is they're not even trying to hide it. Like when you're like at a safe house and shit, you can just like you can initiate like a 12-second cutscene of him just chugging Monster Energy drinks, and he has like mad cans on the table and shit. It's so great.
All your favorite video game character drinks. You should drink it too.
No, that actually
I guess like midway through the game, he just has a heart attack and shit, huh?
pretty much, dude.
You could say so, yeah.
He's definitely got a bladder infection.
Oh no.
He just has a
And I say that-
UTI.
I say that not only from experience, but because it actually ties into some figure news for this week.
Let's go.
You guys remember? You remember 112
infection
shop, right? They did
You're gonna have to bring this home for me. I don't see the relationship at all.
Alright.
But what's the premise behind this game though? What's the concept?
Oh man, that is a big question.
That's a really good question.
It's by the same guy who did Metal Gear Solid, so the consensus for that is it's a very like it's a story with a lot of twists and turns and a lot of like you gotta peel the layers back for the true meaning. The basic gist of the game is you play as this guy Sam Porter, in a timeline or a version of the world where like like he delivers like mail and packages, and that's like a big job that people have and that's why he has all like these cases and shit all around him and whatnot. It's really cool. Like it's a really difficult game to describe, man. It's really strange, but people have coined it as like a walking simulator and stuff. And like, granted, like the first like couple of hours is you just delivering packages. You could argue that the whole game is you just delivering packages, but like, there's some shit sprinkled in the middle. Like there is like gunplay and stuff like that. But for games like this, Hideo Kojima games, it's basically about like the story. Like this guy just needs to direct a movie already. Just do it.
Is there like a lot of puzzle solving and stuff like that?
Not necessarily puzzle solving.
I think the landscape traversal is like puzzle solving, right?
Yeah,
It's
like you have to worry about how to, trek the terrain and stuff like that.
and like where you place the packages on your body like affects your weight distribution. So, like it makes if you have too much shit on your back, you can't go uphill or whatever because it like weighs you back.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, but this game like goes off the rails. Like Hideo Kojima is like really into like military stuff, and Metal Gear Solid is like the ultimate like espionage like game and stuff. Like it's really nice, and like that carries over into this game too. You can see that in the design of like not only his suit, but like the guns look really nice and everything. And hopefully they do some more figures from this line, because for the longest time those Metal Gear Solid 3 soldiers were like the best like military goons you could get for a very long time. And then import speaking for sure, but like if they do like some goons from this, it'd be like really tight because like they're like kind of like covered in like this like ink stuff. It like the designs are like really wild. Like the military like army builders for this would be really tight. And if they come out, go ahead, Rick.
The good thing is that like it just seems like Max Watanabe has like a really good relationship with Kojima because he makes a lot of figures for all of his games, and not just that, but he's made army builders for his games before. So I think the probability is like really good.
Yeah,
I mean they made those Gurkovitz soldiers from Metal Gear, I think before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so very 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 likely, very likely.
And I'm wondering about the bike too.
The bike is a model kit.
Oh, okay.
And it's sold separately.
Interesting. Okay, so there's two versions from what I'm seeing here, though. So there's the regular and there's the deluxe.
Yes, the deluxe comes just like all the shit, basically. It's
on the
And
bike.
it's usually like $10-15 more.
Here's the deluxe. Yeah, you get more helmets, you get more gear, you get the little like little red wagon that he drags behind him.
Mm-hmm. We got some breaking news here as well.
Uh-oh. What's up?
Revoltech Iron Spider was just announced, so I'm about to send you these images
Okay.
real quick.
Let's see it.
Let's see it. Put them in the chat so I can post it on my Instagram too.
Yeah. All right, I'm saving them real quick. Ooh,
I can't wait to see another figure that can't stand in a vanilla pose.
Hell yeah, brother.
Don't get me wrong, I love Revoltech, so don't anybody go pants right now.
Now the chat's waiting.
You have isn't as good as the Figma one.
All right, cool. Oh shit! I sent it to the wrong damn group chat. Sorry, Rebecca's family.
He sent it to like a raffle chat.
I sent it to like Rebecca's parents and her sisters and shit. Hold on, let me tell them I'm just really stoked for these.
I want this for Christmas.
They're like, Becca, your husband really needs to get a hold of himself. We don't give a fuck about these toys.
Oh shit, so funny. All right, here we go.
Favorite reviewer with white gloves.
Interesting.
A sample,
All right.
so they have-
Yeah, so here it is,
Those
man.
the arms look really thick, right?
Yeah, those Waldo arms look crazy. I really like those, man. I think this is probably like.
He's got 4 too.
Oh shit, he's got 4. Oh damn.
Yeah, because normally Iron Spider only has 3.
Sure does. I think so many people have complained.
Yeah,
he has 4.
Yeah,
The most iconic picture has him with 3, but he has 4.
Okay, true. Yeah, I always think of that like iconic, like just like him in Civil War, where he's like,
yep, or like he's like perched up and he has like that one claw coming up from behind his back.
Exactly.
Well, it looks like he has 3 right here.
It looks like you might be able to do
I'll
like
tell you
different
what, just in terms of the arms, this was definitely a good candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was definitely a good candidate for a Revoltech figure, just in terms of the arms, man. That makes sense, you know?
Yeah, anybody else making this figure is going to be not going to be great.
It looks.
I mean, those I don't know. All those joints on that arm, they might be a problem, but I don't know. It seems like it's a fun enough figure.
I mean, it looks good. I mean, the proportions look good. It looks right here like pretty decently vanilla. Obviously, the joints are like sticking out here, but you know, it looks pretty decent right here.
I was going to say, I don't know. Those legs look kind of funky, but it's Revoltech. You know, they make up for it with articulation.
Very true.
There it is. There it is, articulated right there.
Yeah. Nobody else can make this figure and have it be as posable at the end of the day, whether it can stand vanilla or not.
True.
Yeah, I mean, look, they got him here. They got him here with 3, with 2. You can put 4 or whatever, dude. It's your Iron Spider. I'm not a cop.
Who wants to have a character like this just standing there? Nobody wants to have this character just stand there, you know.
True.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. Unless, you know, you're trying to like put a lot on one shelf.
unless you're like Todd McFarlane or
right. Well, that's cool. I mean, I'm into this, right?
Yeah, this is a must-have for me. Revoltech Spider-Man is one of my top Spider-Mans of all time. I love that figure so much.
Yeah, I'll probably get this just because it's Spider-Man.
For sure. Yeah. I really like how like beefy these Waldos are, because like I think everybody wants to have like the iconic pose where it's just like the Waldo arms supporting his entire weight. Like, and I think that's what they're going for here as well. That's why I really like the new
figures. Go ahead. It's funny that you say that, because the Revoltech Spider-Man is very lightweight. So if they, you know, utilize the same sort of buck or style, you probably could do that for sure with this.
Oh, true. That's why I really like the new SHF MCU Iron Spider, because like those Waldo arms are able to support his full weight too. That's how I have him posed right now. Looking at him.
I tell you what, this is probably an indication that we're gonna see a couple of other companies do this version of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, usually when things like this happen, it's like Marvel, like make something for this look.
Makes sense.
Very nice.
You could imagine like Mayfex or Figma having their hand at this design.
Oh wait, hold on. There's a video too.
A video?
I could imagine like a year from now, you'll see like one of.
Make sure it's no music on the video before you play.
Yeah,
no music.
Yeah, just mute it.
It better not be like LMFAO's, party rock.
Watch it be a Beatles song.
That would be quite an interesting song to actually like.
Party rock,
like in the background the whole time. There they are. Look at that.
There he is. Look at that guy.
Is that Mr. Amazing right there?
Mr. Amazing.
Yamaguchi?
Is it
Mr.
Yamaguchi?
I don't know if that's Yamaguchi. He would have said it if we had audio. I'm sure he would have been like introducing himself.
Ooh, look at
Pretty
this
good,
thing
pretty
go. God damn.
Oh, smooth. Ooh, I like
And
how
shout
red
out, to,
a lot.
shout out to this guy pushing this figure to the limits.
Yo, I
Look
like
at
this red a lot.
The red
This
is
looks-
very nice. In motion, it looks
Look at that.
great.
Bro, he's really tucking the shit out of this, huh?
All
Hell
right,
yeah.
so we about to see a lot of Iron Spider versus Captain America.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
It's going to
Oh.
drive up that old amazing Yamaguchi Iron Captain
we
America
go.
for sure. People are going to be going and backtracking that one. So
Oh
if you-
yeah, big pecs.
yeah. So if you want to get him tonight before this makes
How
rounds
about
tomorrow.
Well, put us
By
on
the time
pause.
this
We'll
podcast
get
is
it
over, it
and
will
come
have doubled in value. Well, let me see him putting on the arms here.
Might be a jump cut. Never know. Oh yeah, you got like 4 configurations back there. You saw
Yeah.
4.
Interesting web line effect too. It looked like it was kind of like flat. It was different than some of the other ones we have.
Yeah, it looked like a spray. Oh yeah, here you go. I wanted to see how the back looked.
Yeah, this is kind of lit.
Fabio says, "Let me see the back."
Turn around, dude. Let me see what you got back there.
See what you're working with, Peter.
But I didn't want him to hear my real voice, so I did it all through like a tape recorder, and I was just sitting in the corner in the darkness.
Oh shit.
You see their true lies. What's going on?
That's it.
True lies. There we go.
Slower.
Oh,
now turn around.
your clothes.
Sexy.
Take off your clothes. That was like one of my favorite quotes when I was a kid. It's just like me and my cousins loved that movie.
I love that movie,
So
dude.
people never understood what we were talking about. We just go, take off your clothes.
Sexy.
I love how,
There was,
the villain at the end of that movie gets hooked onto the missile that's like on the plane, and then he
Incredible.
gets fired out of the missile.
Into like a random skyscraper.
Right.
I like the way that that has these separate parts that you can plug into the already existing pegs in the back. That's very smart.
I do want to see if he has.
Let's see if he gets it to stand up on the arms.
Right.
This is just really impressive looking.
Yeah, it looks good. The proportions are great, honestly.
Yeah.
Head may be a little small, but that's like more stylistic, I think.
Yeah, that's just a
honestly,
style.
that's how it is with a lot of the
Yeah.
amazing Yamaguchi figures. Their heads are pretty tiny.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh shit. You interchange these joints and everything.
We put what instead?
Oh, just a little guy.
Oh, okay. So if you want to have him like non-extended.
Oh shit, it makes like a
Whoa.
claw pincher thing. Holy fuck. It's over, boys. Let's go.
We need
Oh
to
my
see where
god,
that's pretty
it's
nuts.
literally a claw pincher.
That's pretty
Incredible.
nuts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yo, you buy 2 of these, you can have every single one looking like that. That's the move.
And we're doubling up and then selling them like missing parts.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I think he would
Wanted
be
for
free
$3
because
off
he uses the 2-piece adapter for his back.
That's it. Yeah. So you got to get you buy 4 of these, you got the whole set.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's wild.
That's very nice, man.
Thank you for showing us this.
What an incredible breaking news moment.
No doubt.
Usually it's like a celebrity death or something, but no, we actually got something badass.
Basically.
Finally, we caught a break.
casting announcement or
Finally.
something.
It's been real good. How nice of him to continue to wear his mask.
You can tell he's smiling under that mask.
Oh,
too.
truly, he's happy as fuck.
Y'all see this shit on the table, don't you? Y'all see this? He did it.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was some hot breaking news, man. I can't even believe that this happened.
Very
In our
nice.
life.
Yeah, big shout out to that wrestling hound in chat. He was letting us know. He was posting stuff in the Discord. Join
Hell
the
yeah.
A.C.B.A. Discord. Link in the description below.
Join
And
us.
These are the kind of incredible moments you can come to expect from a podcast that happens on Saturday.
Boom.
And just catch it breaking news as it goes along.
That's it.
All right, so we got a couple more little quick hits here, right? I guess we can move on from one super articulated Marvel figure to another.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How about a little bit of fighting armor Wolverine
Let's
from
go.
Sentinel?
Yeah, just 2 preview images right now. I just wanted to bring this up because I can't, talk about Sentinel enough. I truly think Sentinel is like one of the most slept on, toy lines toy brands in the game,
Mhm.
man. Everything they do, like, immediately slaps no matter what it is. Their Iron Man line is some of the greatest Iron Man figures, and to like bring that aesthetic to other Marvel characters is pretty tight. So they've done Iron Man, they've did Captain America, Spider-Man 2, I think, and then now Wolverine. So pretty
Sick.
pretty exciting. Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, I wish we had more to go on than that, but just from what I'm seeing here, this looks like one of the like the Toy Biz like robot armor
true.
things. of the 90s.
Very like, yeah, big vibes of just like, yo, what if?
I was kind of hoping that they would go with Thor next. Like I would love
Ooh,
like
true.
I would love them to tackle Thor in that helmet and like making that all armored up. But
Yeah.
going Wolverine is dope.
Yes.
And it's like you guys have said just now. Like there's so many armored up Wolverine toys from the 90s and the early 2000s. Like this doesn't seem weird or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
True. Yeah, it's definitely harkens back to like, you know, you just saw like weird shit on like the pegs at like a Kmart or whatever.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And like you know,
Baby
just
toys.
yeah, or Caldor, whatever your flavor is.
Yeah. If it isn't Aqua Dive Spider-Man,
Truly, yeah.
Dune Buggy Spidey.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Arctic camo Batman.
Yeah.
Dude, I got that for Christmas
Hell yeah.
this year.
Is that the one where you dunk it in cold water, the armor changes colors too?
The very same.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
My sister found it at like a random like store that she went to, and she's like, "Here, Merry Christmas."
Merry Christmas.
I was like, "Oh, she's like, "Look, right?" I was like,
I'm
"Yeah."
just curious if like is it actually supposed to be like Wolverine wearing this? Because why does a man with indestructible bone need a suit of armor?
You know, these are the questions you don't have time to ask when buying these figures.
Well, here's the thing, you know, you could kill Wolverine by drowning him, but maybe there's some sort of filtration system in that mask.
You never know.
I'm not drowning him with that.
All right, yeah, this is cool. I'm into it.
Yeah, I just wanted to put this on the list just to get this, you know, people's
Quick
peripheral vision.
topic point.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, we don't have much information, but it's dope.
Yeah, see, this guy's asking the same question.
Yeah, Harbinger, why in the world would Wolverine need armor?
All right, so that's that. Another quick hit for us here.
Oh yeah,
Right Studios, baby. We've known about this for a minute, but
we talked about it on the show a couple of months ago, maybe when they announced that they had the license. People are saying that this is going to be in the same style as like their Sam and Max figures, basically.
yeah, that makes sense.
And you know, these are nice. You're very classic looks for Popeye, and you know, our first olive oil in like what decades?
Basically,
We
you know,
have
it's funny.
we have a sweet pea with an interchangeable head.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's crazy. When we see a hatless Popeye with hair right
Let's
there.
go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Before 2021, I had put up top 10 like Mezco figures wanted, and olive oil was at the top of the list.
Very
Not at the
nice.
top, but at the top. You know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
not the number one figure, but you know.
Who was
But
up there?
olive oil and
Who's in
a
contention?
little sweet pea pack in would be cool for Mezco.
Yeah, for sure.
I could see them doing that.
Yeah, I could see them doing her in another 2-pack with another Popeye.
For sure.
Yeah.
Ask you shall receive,
yeah.
man. Come on.
Mm-hmm. And I'd get it for sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Olive oil, sweet pea. It's
And then
lit.
this is the same colorway of Popeye that like the first Mezco figure was, like the
Mhm.
black shirt
Yeah.
with the red collar.
hmm
And then,
I guess we got every look for Popeye from Mezco now already, huh?
Pretty
That we've
much,
seen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now we need a movie one, right?
Oh shit, yeah, that Robin
Come
Williams.
on,
Let's go.
Robin Williams. Come
Robin
on.
Williams, baby.
Let's go.
Yo, it's funny. That shit was on TV just a few weeks ago. Actually.
Yeah, this looks nice for what it is. Like, I'm stoked. I'm stoked to have like a very cartoon accurate Popeye figure. For
Wait.
sure.
Yeah,
Correct me if
and
I'm wrong.
it'll be nice to mess around with this and not have to worry about tearing up the clothing or staining some shit or whatever. You know, like just a
But
cool
these are also
little
3
plastic figure.
3/4 inch.
What were we saying, Fabio?
Are they?
These are 5 and 6 inches tall, depending on the character.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. Yo, I might get the sweet pea just for the Mezco.
Yeah, just for Mezco stuff.
Hey, yeah, shit might work.
Or some of the accessories, stuff like that. I mean, the figures look great for sure. Obviously, it's not as stylized as the Mezco. It's a little more, actually true to the animation character
Mhm.
design.
Yeah, true to the source material.
Yeah. I dig it. I think it's pretty
He's
cool.
like, Boss Fight does really good work. Like that's another very underrated company. Like
True.
we always talk about the Hasbros and the Mattels and the Mezcos and all those people, but man, there are some really good
weren't they
third party, smaller independent companies. Like Boss Fight also has
the
a
Inspector
Red
Gadget?
line. It's awesome. So, what was that, Rick?
Are they the ones that did the Inspector Gadget?
No. That's Mega something that did Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, that's everybody has that now. That Inspector Gadget.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of pictures of that in hand.
I need to grab one super soon. That thing looks crazy.
Yeah, it showed
I
up
guess
in quite a few pictures this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
So Boss Fight also does the Lucha Legends line too, and that's a 6-inch line. So yeah, I guess Boss Fight can kind of go back and forth between 3 3/4 and 6.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
I guess while we're talking about small indie companies, this got roasted in our chat, but I figured.
Oh no, not like this.
We get the other picture because it actually has all of them.
Not like this.
Not like this.
So
let me do it like the movie.
We've talked about these in the past. It's the best action line, right?
You know what, man? We had so many high hopes for this line.
Yeah,
dude.
we sure did.
Yeah. we definitely thought, speaking of the King of the Hill line, the animation line, and all that stuff, we're like, okay, well, subjects could probably like do some decent work here, but I don't think these have lived up to what little hype they already had.
You know what it is?
It's our high hopes were brought dashing down.
It's the plastic quality they use that really hinders it. Like this little animatic, it has like that's about the range that you'll get out of that Napoleon Dynamite. It's like a really strange, like rigid plastic. Like it, as much as I wouldn't say like hark on domestic figures, but domestic figures are very traditionally use like a softer plastic, more malleable and stuff. But like if these figures were made with that kind of plastic, then you'd be able to like squeeze more range out of these guys for sure. But since it's like such a rigid material, like you can't even push them far at all. Like it's really strange. Like there are a couple like cool, interesting like photos that you can get out of these guys for sure. But like if you want any kind of like range or movability or anything like that, it's a pipe dream at this point, unfortunately.
I'm confused. Isn't that the lady that's like with like one of these toy pages or something? I'm confused. Whose Instagram is this?
This is the Loyal Subjects Instagram. This is like the company's Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay.
They probably just like reposted.
That was just one photo of a random girl.
Yeah.
No, she's not a random girl. I mean, she's a random girl, I guess, but not really. She is part of like the track for Alliance toy group or something.
This girl right here?
Track Academy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it was a repost from her page for sure.
I see. Okay,
she got this person too.
This guy.
This is hilarious. We in this age of like people like just like sticking their faces in with the figures and shit.
So
right.
Hell yeah.
So
women playing with toys, I have to like it.
All of this was to catch everybody up and let you know that a new wave of best action has been teased. These are all like blank, no paint prototypes, but some interesting figures for sure. Buffy, pretty cool.
Yeah, they just like
Angel.
They have such a spread of licenses.
But the one that I think has potential, and I do think it has potential, is this Aang.
No.
You don't think it has potential?
It absolutely doesn't.
This is rough, man.
In scale, it could work with like tons of other 6-inch lines, even though this is like obviously a very small like 4-inch line. It could work.
Why would you want this to go with any other 6-inch line? This is so specific.
I will give you that, Fabio. Like the scale would work for sure. Like very young.
I was gonna say when you were talking about Buffy, you might make those Buffys like those Buffy figures and that Angel figure, like those could be teenagers.
Yeah.
Be like preteens right there.
I don't know about that. On the show? Aren't they supposed to be teenagers on that show? They're all like, mid-30s.
But they're all in their 20s. They're supposed to be teenagers, but they're all like 26.
Yeah.
Very true.
I don't know. In terms of this thing, I still think it looks better than like the Diamond Select offerings.
I don't know. I think they're both equally shitty.
They're both
And it
equally.
comes to Momo. Look, there's a Momo hidden.
That's
back
true.
there,
It does come with a Momo. I will say the articulation scheme in this is more promising than that Napoleon Dynamite for sure. It seems like there's a lot more room in here for like movement. The guy's got no neck. Let's get that out of the way right now.
Yeah. No Neck Jones. I honestly thought that this. I didn't even think this was a prototype. I thought this was like a really shitty astral form.
Like
yeah,
those
I thought
old
so too,
Revoltech
actually.
figures.
Yeah,
I
like
actually thought so too.
Could you imagine?
Okay, this is a really with black pegs. This is a shitty astral form. Like, all right.
Woof.
Yeah, well, that's the lowest object. You know.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
It's the best action, everybody.
all right. Tight. Let's move on.
You've seen the worst, and now come for the best. You wanted the best. You got the best. The hottest figures in the land. Yeah. And ACDC from Best Action. It's I mean, I appreciate the licenses. It's cool, but yeah, I guess I just haven't handled these. I don't know what you guys mean by the plastic, but I'm curious about it.
Yeah, if you're curious, head to your local Walmart and get disappointed real quick.
Okay. I believe.
I want to really like. I mean, it's. I wish I wish conventions were still around because I would love to talk to somebody at this brand and like probably get laughed out the door. So I wouldn't even say who I'm with. But I would say like, how do you pay for all these licenses and not do your best?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
how
interesting.
I can't fathom that. Like, I can't fathom these companies spending the money on these licenses and half-assing it like this. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
just so crazy.
sometimes it's just a money grab, you know.
True.
Sometimes they're just trying to, you know.
I was about to
Yeah,
say, like,
with the amount of licenses they have, it definitely feels like that.
Like, I think anybody who's like trying to collect Kiss or ACDC action figures isn't like who is a fan of these bands, doesn't really care too much about action figures in general. So to them, they could just see a Gene Simmons and a Spaceman on the shelves, and they're like, "Oh, this would be dope. I'll put this next to my vinyls or whatever." You know, I don't think that's
these guys want to be the Funko Pop of action figures.
pretty much. Yeah, totally.
but I think it's safe to say that they are putting a little bit more effort than like Funko Pops are giving us like extra hands and accessories and in some cases extra head sculpts and stuff.
Yeah.
So it seems like there's somewhere there they are trying, but like
there's an intention for sure. But...
Absolutely. You know, things happen every now and then. We don't know like the full scope of things. All we know is the end product. And
I kind of want these for the instruments though.
True. Why not?
Yes, 3 3/4 inch instruments.
Let's go.
They're closer to like 5 inches though.
Oh, let's talk about it for
No,
another
they're
hour.
come on, let's add another hour to the show. Let's do it.
Okay, all right.
Bring out the sizing chart.
No.
It's your best friend right here.
Oh no.
Edgar Eldrick.
No. Let's please move on.
Okay, can we talk about some I've been wondering about this vision.
All right, well, hold on. Well, that's it for just the regular show. The regular show is over. Goodbye. Hello. Welcome to the after show.
Welcome to the movie, fine.
That's it. Press 1 for let's do pickups real quick and then we'll go into WandaVision just because if we're talking spoilers for WandaVision, I don't want, some people are gonna leave,
Yeah, we can get a couple of the pickups going here. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll go first. I didn't get much this week. At least I don't think so. About my big shout out to my friend Uncanny Megan. She came over to visit yesterday, so I cleaned my entire room. So like I had like shit on my desk that was like new. I threw it all in a box, so I don't really remember what's new right now. But
it's always the worst when you bought something and you're like, "Fuck, what did I buy?"
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm all fucked up. And like the last week for work for me was like super wild. My schedule got like literally like flipped upside down. Like I usually go from 8 to 4, but then we had like this huge like deadline for this job that's due this weekend, and I started coming in at 3:30 to like 2 a.m. like midweek, or no, on Tuesday. So like but this whole week has been like a blur. I have no idea what's going on. But I did get that I can remember. I finally got the negative Spidey. Got this little guy.
Little Neggy Spidey.
Oh, cutie. Whoa, what did you just say, Rick?
Oh no.
Little Neggy Spidey.
Okay.
I got that, and then I found the Agent Peely.
Oh, Agent
Damn
Peely.
you!
Let's
How do
go.
you always find the best ones first, you son of a bitch?
I don't know what it is. Like, nobody in Charleston fucks with Fortnite figures, I guess, but but yeah, I got.
That's what I did see. Have you seen the robotic version of Peely?
Yeah, that's like all over my place right now.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
Yeah, like that's everywhere right now, absolutely everywhere. But yeah, I got him. Very excited. I haven't even opened him yet, but I'm gonna try and I'm gonna open him right now while we talk WandaVision.
Hell yeah,
for sure. And then I got like a bunch of other stuff. I got like some more Spider-Man stuff, and like since like my area is so like stacked with some like strange figures, like we'll go and I'll go and pick stuff up for guys in like the Discord and like, you know, friend groups and whatnot. So I've been picking up a lot of that stuff lately, but nothing for me, unfortunately. Those are the only two that I can think of off the cuff. But yeah, what about you guys? What'd you guys get?
I had a pretty light week. I'll go real quick. Let me set up my camera here.
Let's go.
I was waiting. I think I got this right after the podcast last week, and it arrived yesterday.
Whoa!
Don't you just love that? Don't you just love when it all just like comes together like that? I got to switch my camera settings.
Smile on my face, brother bear.
I had to switch my camera settings. All right, here we go. Minor delay. All right, there we go. So this is my, for visual aid purposes, my custom Mezco Nick Fury here. But I did, for part of my like little weird like 12 world, 1/12 scale Dio collection, I got another one that was in stock on BBTS, which is actually pretty dope. I'm trying to frame it up here. It's small. It's more like a base, really, than like a full-on Dio or anything. But it's cool because it's like a, like a ruins type of thing. But there's some modular pieces on it, so you can like take some of these pillars off right here.
Oh, very nice.
Just, like, I don't know, just have them as debris around. And they are kind of meant to like go in a specific way so that they like hold. But like these other pieces come out. Yeah, it's nice for. I think this one was $50.
Oh wow, $50. That's not
that's not bad. If you get like
right. Technically, I think
three of those.
Right, exactly. You can fill out like a good background, and like if you remove pieces here and there, you can make them look different from each other. It actually comes with a manhole cover of its own, but I think this piece is technically both 1/6 and 1/12 because it comes with 2 fire hydrants too.
No, nice.
And this fire hydrant is like a smaller 1/12 scale one, and then there's the a bigger one, and then it comes with a manhole cover too.
$50?
Yeah, like $50 or something.
Smart.
It comes with a manhole cover, but it's like big, so I put this Mezco one because you can like destroy it and stuff too. And if you like get real close, let me get all small pieces out of here.
Let's get real close.
There's actually quite a bit of detail on here. You can see there's like water effects on here.
Oh, nice.
Like that's actual like like resin,
resin.
Clear resin on there. And then even in the holes where it like slots in, like the other pieces, there's some good detailing in there. And obviously, like these bricks are more 1/6 scale, but they can work as like cinder blocks or whatever.
I honestly just thought it was like a piece of a red colored building or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I never looked at those and thought like, hey, that's a big brick.
You can lay it
that's
up.
pretty lit. You get 4 of those and lay them out without the manhole covers. You'll have a pretty decent base going there.
Imagine like I have an actual like backdrop here, and you can put your dude right here in the foreground or in the background or whatever. Have some stuff here in the background and kind of fill it up. This is what I mean for like foreground dios. Like you would have this right here in the front, and then like frame it so that you only see like the bottom of it, and then get some shit going back here. But I don't really have the space for all that because this is just my desk. It was just one big vertical, like horizontal strip. So if I had more table space, which I'm working on, I got something cooking up here, but I'm trying to build the table space so that I can actually like utilize these dios to like full effectiveness.
He's bringing out a table.
You can lay. I guess if I drop this guy out here, kind of see. It's just like my fucking dollhouse that I keep here at all times. But yeah, it definitely works. It's
Fabio Dollhouse.
for, $50, you could definitely do like a lot worse. You can get like one tiny little thing from, a custom creator on Instagram, which will be good. It'll be worth the amount of effort they put into it. But, if you're trying to get a lot of pieces, it can be pretty expensive. But overall, I think I can't recommend these dios enough. They're pretty legit.
That's fantastic.
All right, that's all I got. Here's Nicholas again.
Big Daddy Nick, there he is.
All right. That is literally all I got this week. I got more frames. I got more stuff framed. That's it. Nobody wants to hear about that.
Rick, you get anything?
Yeah. I don't know if I brought it up last week. I got Meowscles.
Oh yeah.
I got Big Daddy Meowscles.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so funny. I was messaging Poncho and David, but I think literally the day that I was messaging Poncho was the day that he started his hectic work schedule. I don't know if you guys know this, but right now there's like a Transformers series out. It's like it's based on the original 1985 film where like Rodimus takes over and like 90% of the cast dies to make way for new toys.
Yeah.
They're making toys based on that film right now. Like the main one obviously is Rodimus. He takes over the franchise, and for some reason I don't know if it's still going on anymore. So don't quote me, but it was going on Tuesday of this week when I did it. For some reason their line for that series is not scanning at Walmart. Not just that, but like they were taken off the website. So they tried to look up the price in literally every single way, shape, and form, and they couldn't find the price. And they were like, how's $9 sound? And for anybody that doesn't know, those toys are like $40. That was an absolute steely McDealaroo.
Let's go.
I sadly only found one on the shelf. But if there was more, you bet your bottom dollar, I would have grabbed all of them and hooked as many people up as possible. But I just didn't look out. There was literally only one on shelf, and I've gone to other Walmarts. I haven't seen them anywhere. I don't know what's going on with their system, but like, it just wasn't coming up. And the guy was like, "I guess this must be a really old toy, huh? Because it's not coming up." I was like, "Dude, it's gotta be, brother." He's like, "How's $9 sound?" I said, "It sounds like I'm buying it." That's what it sounds like.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I also got lucky and I found a Doc Brown yesterday or
Nice.
the day before at Target. Nice. My Target was actually super stacked. It has like a bunch of They Live figures and ugly, stupid Richard Simmons. And yeah, sorry, I just think that thing's really stupid. The new Ace Ventura. I don't know if you guys know this either. Kind of like a hot topic a little bit with NECA collectors right now. I know Fabio would know because he's out of the loop. But for some reason, that Richard Simmons is like almost $10 more than their other clothed figures.
Really? Wow. I don't know. Maybe it's the I don't know.
I don't understand why. Their Ace Ventura and their They Live and all those figures are cheaper by like $10. It doesn't. I don't know if Richard Simmons just costs a lot or whatever, but
I feel like he might have mandated that it be more expensive just for the license.
Yeah, which I don't doubt. Sometimes celebrities are just like that. So yeah, on top of being silly, it's just way overpriced. But I also ran into that Vern and Rat King 2-pack.
Shit, I'm looking out for that
cool.
too.
Oh, you are? Oh my god! I see it again. I'll grab you one. Shit. What else did I get? Did I mention last week I got the Scream NECA figure? That was awesome. The ultimate.
Yes.
Ghostface from Scream. Yeah, and then one other specific shout out is Michael Wisman, the incredible, fantastic man and loving father that he is, found an entire peg full of Firefly.
He sure did, yeah.
At his Target. And the first thing he did was hit up yours truly, and he said, "How's retail sound?"
Let's go.
I said, It sounds like you found a best friend."
Yeah, he had hit me up and asked me if I still need it. And I was like, "Nah, I think Rick needs." So that's when he sent you a message,
yeah,
bro.
dude. You got that
What a beautiful human being. I already have it in hand. It's just fantastic. It's fantastic. I can't complain. I also bought. I didn't mention this on the show last week. I bought some of those little robot figures that come in the trash cans that Poncho gets. Those
Hell
things
yeah.
are awesome.
Hell yeah.
I wish they had better building instructions. I still haven't been able to build one of them that I really want to build. So, but we'll figure it out. You know, we're gonna tough it out. We're gonna do it. Yeah, it's not gonna be a problem. Oh, I also found one last thing. I found the little teddy bear crane machine guy.
Oh, nice.
That was fantastic. And I was going around to Goodwill's, and I was just like, "It's a very tiny figure that can fit in his claw machine." And I found a very tiny Hulk figure.
Very nice.
Oh,
Hell
It
yeah.
kind of looks like a real crane machine with like a fucking Hulk like stuffed animal in there. It's hilarious.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing is so awesome. Just so silly, but in a great way. Just like Mr. Peely there, Agent Peely.
Yeah.
How could you not love that? It's a damn banana in his suit, guys.
It's
Come on.
nice.
And it's a
And-
better suited figure than many we've gotten from other companies.
And
Yeah,
the faceplates are interchangeable with the regular Peely too.
Really? Oh, that's brilliant.
yeah, there's no lacking in that bananas game, man. And that figure that's going to come out pretty soon, Poncho, that like or maybe it's already out, that like cat that's controlling a robotic body.
Yeah,
My
that's not
God.
out yet. I can't, but I don't know. I need that one too.
Is that
Yeah,
pre-muscle
it looks like
Meowscles?
Meowscles. It looks just like Meowscles.
It's the same cat, but it's we'll ask Michael. He knows, he's the lore master.
Yeah,
But I
if
know
Michael
it's the same
Wisner was in here, that beautiful human being, you'd know. Yeah, and I think that's all I've gotten. So hey man, that's pretty good haul. Oh, I also have, although I haven't shipped it out, I got that Mayfex Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
But I haven't shipped it out yet
B2B?
because I have like a T-shirt coming in at the end of the month,
Mhm.
and like I don't know, man. Like I'm not trying to pay $30 for a stupid T-shirt on shipping. There's gonna be
No
a big
doubt.
boy. There's gonna be a big boy and wait and bundle it all up. And I
Yeah.
think that's it. Boog, where you at?
I did get the Spider-Man 2. Just put up a review of the Peter B. Parker Mayfex figure right before we went live. So please do check that out. I really do like that
That's what I was
figure.
watching before I came on. That's why I was a little late. I was in the middle of watching your review.
Well,
I think the
thank
last
you.
line I heard you say was like, "It's funny because the Miles we want to take off his clothes, but with the Peter we want to keep on the clothes."
Basically, it's
Yeah, the clothes
it's
definitely looked a lot better
very
on
it's a very good follow up. They they did a good job. It makes you appreciate the Miles a little more, and I think he's just trash. If the Miles was a standalone figure and that was it, I think people would be really disappointed. But to see where else they could go with this, especially if they continue on and do like Spider-Man Noir, that would be nuts.
Mm.
So yeah, I really do like that. I got that. I didn't get Superman yet. I think I'll have Superman on Monday. But I've been hearing and seeing good things with the Mayfex Superman. Shout out to Super Tom Customs. I got his Magneto kit. The like chest part with the cape and the helmet. Shit looks fire. I didn't get to do anything with it yet, but I took it out of the package and just kind of looked at it real quick. But it looks fire. So I'm excited for that. And I got a few. I got a pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store. I did a little unboxing video and got like some miscellaneous Build-A-Figure parts that I needed to complete some baths. And I got some Dragon Ball stuff. I got Piccolo, which I have to agree with P. It's a very, very nice figure. And I got, did I get Vegito? Yeah, I got Vegito, and I got somebody else. Yes, Zamasu, which I pronounce really terribly in the video, and people were making fun of me.
Zamasu, maybe?
Yes, Zamasu or Zamasu or some shit. Yeah,
It's all good.
It's amazing.
But yeah, like I said, I got that Big Bad Toy Store haul. That was the biggest thing, but probably the thing that I'm most excited for is this Magneto little kit thing. So
Nice.
I'm interested to see what's what with that. And that was it for me.
I remembered what I got. What else I got? Also, I finally got a Heavy Mando. Excited.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
is that like the retro card one or the regular?
It's just the regular one.
Every it's funny to see you every week falling deeper
I know,
and deeper.
deeper and deeper. You know, the shit happens.
Literally,
right?
exactly what he said he didn't want to have happen is happening.
Yeah. I mean, I knew
told
what
him,
I was
like,
in
"Hey,
for.
man." I was like, you really
It can't
only
be
need
that
Mando and the child. And he was like, no, that's not going to happen. I
No,
was like, no,
absolutely
you'll
not.
be all right.
And then shout out to Phi Vong. He hooked me up with a little chest bath piece for Stiltman.
Oh,
Okay, you're stilting it. Okay.
No, all I need is
Every other piece.
the little dome piece that he comes with.
Eddie Boog.
That's it. And I forgot who that comes
I
with.
have the week before last. I added Stiltman to my like little detox display. Add his regular just with one set of legs. It fits fine in the detox too. So that's good.
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, that's it. I do want to say, speaking of sales and deals, Rick, the deal of the day for GameStop today, it's a little late for East Coasters right now, but if you're on the West Coast,
yeah, I saw that.
They had the snow. They had one of the vehicles from Star Wars. I think it's called like I don't know what it's called. I'm not going to pretend
the snow speeder.
Okay, snow speeder. Usually it retails for like $120. It was $20 today.
Wait, what?
Where can I find that?
Yeah,
It was $18.98 or some shit like that.
Pretty cheap. But like, it's one of those situations again where like, you know, no store fucking has this thing. Big shout out. Big shout out to Plastic Thunder. He let everybody know about it for sure. This guy went on a 2-hour tour, my friend, to look for these, and he got one. So, you know, the hunt was real today for a couple of those guys out there who were looking for probably the come up of the month for sure. $100 off. That's crazy, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, we saw that with the TIE fighter too.
True.
That shit had a crazy deal on it too. I think at the lowest it got to was like $30 or something like that.
Yeah. GameStop says, "Hey man, we had a pretty good week. Let's get back, basically."
Basically. You know what else? I saw that the just randomly, just one figure from the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave is in stock at Big Bad Toy Store, and ironically, it's the Magneto figure.
Hell yeah!
Oh, that's funny.
Hell yeah!
So I did grab that too.
Before we move on to WandaVision, I just want to pop off some of these donos we got, baby.
Hell yeah.
Lamar donated $20. He said, "Always appreciate you guys' content. Keep up with the good work and funny banter." Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Garcia Boxing versus the World donated $25. No message though, but thank you all around for sure.
That says,
thank you. Appreciate you.
Volumes though. Speaks volumes.
That's true.
No doubt.
And 206 Toys hit us with $10. He said, "Keep up the great work, fellas."
We'll try for you, but we got this. We'll keep it popping.
Absolutely. So let's what do we say? Let's throw up the old spoiler.
Spoiler warning, because it's WandaVision.
Yeah, this is your official spoiler warning. I know, the episode just came out on Thursday night, 3 a.m. Or Friday morning, 3 a.m. But this is, like we said earlier in the show, it's so unprecedented that like we cannot not talk about it for sure. So if you guys haven't seen the latest episode of WandaVision and you want to keep spoiler free, as long as this thing is up, the spoiler alert banner is up, we'll be talking spoilers about the new episode of WandaVision and the whole show, basically. And we purposely put this towards the end of the show. So if you decide to dip out, you didn't miss much. So for those of you who are going to peace out, good night.
Yeah, I wish you were here and that you watched WandaVision.
That's true. All right, so let's get in it, boys. Well,
oh my god,
let's go.
I have so many thoughts. Like it was probably the worst thing I could watch on my way to sleep, because I swear to God, I dreamt of the show. I was like, just thinking 100 miles a minute. Like, God, what does this mean? But what does it mean? This and it was truly incredible. And you know, rumors are always one thing. You know, rumors are always going to happen. People are always going to claim things, and usually don't happen. But when it happens, and we saw him show up, my God.
What about him?
So, for all of you that don't know, we saw Evan Peters, I believe is his name, right?
Yes.
Yep.
We saw Evan Peters, Quicksilver, Pietro, show up on the show as like an Uncle Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, I love that
It
the show is like continuing to keep that up. Like, even though these things are happening that are in and of like related to like the Marvel, MCU story at large, it's all being presented as like more things from sitcoms that are happening, and it's just like the uncle's in town. Like,
Basically.
it could have easily have just been like, "Hey neighbor," and it's him or something silly or whatever. But it was that callback to freaking Full House. Him showing up with the leather jacket, like, "You're not gonna say hi to your own brother?"
Right.
It was fantastic, man.
And Evan Peters, like, he's awesome as an actor, so he like can pull that stupidity off so well.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I really love that other Quicksilver. What's his name? Like Aaron Taylor.
Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, I
ATJ,
love Aaron
man.
Taylor Johnson
Call
so
him
much.
ATJ.
Yeah, I think I mean he's my favorite Quicksilver still, because I loved with even how little he was there, like how much emotion we got from him in that time. And I don't know, I've always pictured Quicksilver as more of a stoic character, but it's so nice to just have someone, a mutant, exist in this world. Like I'm just so I don't even know what's gonna happen. There's so many questions. Is it just him?
Yeah.
You know, what else are they gonna bring? Like, it's just so many questions, man. What are you guys thinking? I talk too much. Come on.
No, that was great, Rick. We love that. I liked. There's a lot of like cool little nods here and there as well. Like, obviously it takes a YouTube video or two recap to kind of point things out to you, but once you notice it, it's like, oh man, that's awesome they did that. Like, even going as far as to give this Quicksilver like the high collars like he has on his costume in the comics. He had that the shirt was in like that weird purple blue color, and it had the high collar. And it's just like, oh man, that's awesome that they would do that. And I going into it, I had also heard these rumors, like you were saying, like it's one thing to hear the rumors, and I'd heard the rumors that Evan Peters, was going to show up on the show, and I'm like, yeah, there's no way they'll actually make him. They're not going to like recast the in-universe Pietro as Evan Peters. I think it'll be a fun reference to the X-Men Quicksilver if the grown-up version of Speed and Wiccan, Speed has Quicksilver's powers, is Evan Peters. Cool.
That's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah,
that would have made a lot of sense, and that would have been really cool too.
Right. So to me, I'm watching it like alone at midnight, and I'm like, what? Are you serious? And I thought it was cool. I mean, I'm glad that they went with that. In terms of like the rest of the episode, this is like the longest episode so far. Like all the other ones have been like tight 30s,
Mm-hmm.
And then we had the one episode that kind of breaks from the sitcom formula, and then now we're back to kind of doing half and half, and that kind of makes the whole episode longer as a result. So it's cool that we got a little bit of that back and forth. And I liked seeing what's his face, Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man and the Wasp, Randall Park, Asian Jim, of course.
Mm-hmm.
He's awesome, and I love that he does the magic trick. He learned the up close magic. Like, what a callback!
I dropped a little meme in the chat just now, actually, with him.
Yeah, sign me up for that meme, man. Sign me the hell up.
I
would watch that.
Meme, it's gonna be a good one.
So what are we thinking? Are we thinking that we're going to see a lot of universe bending, mixing, like sort of like the Worlds Collide kind of storyline in the comic books, where all of these different universes are going to start submerging on the main 616 universe, and that we will actually see that's how some of the Fox characters come over into the main MCU? Or was this just like a quick little thing just for the show, just for the fan service and just for like something to talk about here, or are we going to actually see this as the new Quicksilver?
I mean, that's
What
what's
do you guys
tough to
think?
figure out because, like, either way could work. I personally think that this is, their kind of backdoor way to set the precedent for why we have all three Spider-Mans and Spider-Man 3. I think and it's confirmed that this kind of through line is going to continue. From here, WandaVision into Doctor Strange and into Spider-Man 3. So I think that's kind of what they're doing is like, they're laying the breadcrumbs to like, when it just kind of happens later that you can point back to this and be like, well, this is why, because they started establishing this. I don't think that it's like all Wanda, I think there's a fair amount of like manipulation, of her going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually had a long conversation with a resident number one theorist, John Papa Sergio, and my theory was, man, that I think that director of Sword, I think that's Mephisto, and I think Wanda made a deal and she reneged on the deal and made the dome to keep him out. I just thought it was so weird that a director of an agency would fire a missile at children.
Yeah.
I just thought that was very weird. It just didn't. And he was throwing a lot of shade at Wanda the whole time that they were having that meeting. He was just like really annoyed at the idea that she was powerful. She's not that powerful. It's like, what?
I think they're kind of setting him up to be that villain or like that character you hate that you might think is the villain. I mean, it would be kind of clever if he was somehow involved in like the TV show Illusion because like his title is director, so it would just be funny.
Yeah.
Like it would. Oh, obviously he was in our fucking faces all along. But other than that, obviously he's just there to be like the dude that you hate that our government heroes are kind of like railing against to like get the actual work done. I think he might die.
The speculation is that somebody here is Mephisto. Mephisto is involved in some way because in the actual comic storyline, that's kind of how the kids were formed by some like offspring energy of Mephisto and whatever the case may be. So somebody here has to be Mephisto, and I think that's lending to my theory that the Bring on the Bad Guys wave villain figure is Mephisto too, by the way. But yeah, for anybody who's not aware of the House of M storyline from the comics, that was when Scarlet Witch kind of went a little nuts and attacked the Avengers, and that's where the House of M storyline came from, where she created a whole nother sort of like pocket universe. But in that universe, mutants were the dominant species on the planet. It was only like a few, humans, and mutants were the dominant species in every facet of life or what have you. So we may actually see this be the way that mutants come into the MCU as well. So it's a lot of like things kind of working into this, or that may come of this. So really, really interesting. We never really talked about we just kind of like talking about the most recent episode, but we didn't even talk about the third and fourth episode either. But I mean, I guess that's all rolled up into this. But
it's all we're just overall discussing the show. Not really breaking down episode by episode.
Special shout out to the man that called it from a million miles away, Poncho. He called that Monica had her powers, and sure enough, when we saw her getting the CT scan, it's just wave.
It's like Kirby dots basically on the thing.
True.
Yeah, that was dope, and she looked really annoyed at the fact that they kept wanting to like investigate her and whatnot.
Yeah, and even like she was all annoyed at them like mentioning Captain Marvel and everything.
True.
And how funny is that? Like these characters they're literally us. Like Darcy and Jimmy Woo. They're just like, yeah, but she could have killed Thanos if he hadn't done the thing. Like they're just talking about this like, us.
Yeah, that was a dope scene.
It's fun to see that kind of like self-awareness in the show, especially like if they are. I mean, the show is just blowing open the fourth wall anyway. Like that's the whole point. Like, one of the fun in jokes is that like the credits that roll in the TV show, the old TV show in the show, are like the actual people who produce the TV show within the TV show. So it's wild shit. Like obviously there's the overall production team, and then there's a crew that did the filming, the shooting on those days for the sitcom episode, and that is the actual credits that are rolling after the sitcom episodes.
That was my favorite part about. Go ahead, Boog.
No, go ahead. I'll wait.
I was gonna say, like, that's like one of my favorite parts of the newest episode when they're having that argument and it starts getting like too real, and then Wanda's like, "Yeah, we'll talk about this shit later," and then she rolls the credits,
right.
And they keep on going. That was like so incredible. Like like meta shit like that is like some of my favorite parts of the entire show.
Yeah.
I mentioned it when we recapped like the first and second episode, maybe, where like my favorite parts of like those like straight sitcom episodes are when they break character, and it's just like real shit, and they go from like standard like sitcom filming, like 3 camera, 4 camera, whatever, and they just switch to like modern like single camera stuff, like more cinematic stuff. That's consistently my favorite part about the entire show. And like no, that's it.
We had some incredible. We had some incredible scenes this episode doing just that.
True.
What I asked this like the week before last. How many episodes are we slated for this again? 8, 9?
9.
Okay.
So we're at the halfway point. We're just past the halfway point, really.
We just passed the halfway point. All right. So yeah, we're probably going to see things really ramp up in these last, or at least in the last 3 episodes. But I guess the next 4 is probably going to be pretty nuts. Shout out to my man Pendelos Murtos. He had hit me up with some of his
Bread of the
theories.
Dead.
And he says, I think the mailman is the person in witness protection. He says Dottie is either Mephisto or Nightmare, and Agnes is Agatha. I think we all in agreement that Agnes is going to be Agatha Harkness.
Yeah, for sure.
Working with either one of them to get Wanda to have the kids. And
and
I think this is all the way of getting the Fox MCU into the Disney MCU. Yeah, I said that too. And I'm sure we all watch some recap people stuff like Emergency Awesome or this other person at Screen Crush.
Screen Crush is the best one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think something that nobody's like been asking is who the hell is the engineer that Monica's gonna call?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh yeah, there's been quite a bit of speculation in it.
Well, somebody's saying Blue Marvel. Someone's speculating that it might be Blue Marvel.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard Blue Marvel. I heard Reed Richards.
Gary Foster's saying that.
Yeah, I heard Reed Richards could be that person.
There's no way they're gonna do both the Fantastic Four and the X-Men in this show. Like, come on. I also said there's no way they're gonna recast Pietro as Evan Peters. So what the hell, right? But
if they were gonna do Fantastic Four, I would say it would probably be Sue, because I think it would be like a slap in the face to call Reed Richards an engineer. I mean, that guy's intelligence is so high. I don't know. If it was gonna be anybody, I would think Sue. If it was gonna do Fantastic Four. But I would love Blue Marvel. Now that you said it, that would be so incredible.
That would be crazy. That would be nuts. Shit, it might be fucking Spider-Man.
My God, what if it's Peter? Jesus.
Yeah, another character we haven't actually seen in a few episodes, basically since she had like her, weird out of character break, was Dottie. The blonde boss bitch of the neighborhood or whatever.
I thought that was Abigail Brand trapped in there.
Yeah, I don't know. So, if you've seen those recap videos, they break down that, they have the driver's license and like the cast, the character name of the person in the TV show. And the only people who don't have those IDs attached to it is Dottie, Agnes, and somebody else.
The mailman.
The mailman. Yeah. But that obviously adds to the speculation that they are more than they seem. Obviously, everyone thinks that Agnes is Agatha Harkness, and it makes sense because she's like always around when the children, are doing something, or especially in this episode, she's like there for the children, and then they get the dog, and she's already there with the dog house and everything.
Yeah, a friend of mine had a theory of right before they grow, he like sprinkles them with shit.
Yeah, right, and she's always there when they grow too.
Yeah, she says it's lavender, but like literally,
Make my
after she sprays it,
monsters
they grow.
grow.
Make my monsters grow.
Hilarious.
Yeah, she's spraying him with
So
essential oils, basically.
I'm guessing we're under the impression that the twins are going to be here to stay and be part of the Young Avengers, huh?
I mean, that's huge speculation with this next phase is that like almost every MCU movie in some way in the last year or two in the last like end of this phase has been kind of starting to set up that, which will then be picked up on in this next phase. So we had like the grown up Cassie Lang. We've had obviously we got Kate Bishop coming up. We got these boys here. I wouldn't be surprised if Spider-Man kind of takes a leader role in that. Actually Captain Marvel probably will, but Spider-Man in there as well.
But yeah, she has her show coming up. I guess
Marvel, of
I
course.
think it was you. I would think it was you that said it could be Peter that shows up. It could. Kevin Feige said that this is going to tie into Multiverse of Madness, which is going to tie into the Spider-Man show. Like, very likely that this is like a good way to connect it all with having him there.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for this next episode.
And she's always doing witch shit too. Like the chat is saying that what she was spraying was lavender, and that's some witchy type business. And then what plants is she growing outside that a dog could eat and then just drop dead? Like nightshade. Like that's witchy shit.
She said it was azaleas, but like what?
Come on.
Azaleas kill dogs now? When was that a thing? Like
it's Lily of the Valley that she got from Walter White.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
What a what a reference. So as far as Mephisto being like involved with this, like I could see it in terms of like a Faustian bargain type of thing for Wanda to be like, whatever, I literally just want like more time with my lover and like a chance at a family. And he's like, all right, and the Faustian bargain, is like you get what you want, but like you kind of get fucked by it in the end. So it's like a monkey's paw type of thing. So if they do, she gets what she wants, but it like breaks fucking reality, or leaves her trapped in the sitcom thing as much as like she is trapping everybody else in it,
That's why I speculated, like, I mean, maybe it's not that guy, but that's why I speculated that she took the body of Vision, made a deal with Mephisto, and when it was time to give her end of the deal, she said no and created this bubble to keep him out. And that's why I was theorizing so much that it was that director, because he just seemed so hell bent on stopping her, and he was just so unreasonable, and he was really pissed off at the idea that she was strong, and he was gonna shoot a missile at children. It just didn't seem like I mean, these directors have been heartless before, but like that seemed over the line. Like even Nick Fury wouldn't do something like that. I don't know. It would just make sense why she's so obsessed with being in this bubble and keeping things out and whatnot. It's just interesting the fact that she went and actually took the dead carcass of Vision and did all of this. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
And I wonder what's up with that gem, man. Is that like
we lost you, Rick?
Okay, I can hear me.
Oh yeah.
I tapped out. That was my bad.
What's with that gem? Like, is it real? Is that a part of the deal that was struck? Is there new gems? Like, so many questions, man.
I think they're going to replace, the Mind Stone in Vision's forehead with the $24 million pink diamond that Lil Uzi.
Now you're talking.
I was literally just about to talk about that. That's like one of the funniest memes this past week. Hilarious.
But I wonder if it's the same. Like, will Lil Uzi Vert die if they take the diamond out?
That fucking kid, man. He's got to find something better to spend his money on, man.
But it's okay. It's not like he bought it all at once, but he's been paying for it for years.
Yeah. I saw a fucking picture of him with blood trickling down.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
It's infected, bro.
He's on the Kmart pay as you can plan.
Right. Rent a center.
He got that shit on a blue light special for sure.
Definitely the Ashley's Furniture Store.
All right, moving into
So
some
what's the other Marvel shows that we're supposed to be expecting? The Loki
Next
show,
is
which is
Falcon and Winter
uh,
Soldier next, I think.
yeah, in March.
okay. So that's in March.
Mhm.
When's Loki?
I think it's right after that.
Hmm.
I think Loki was supposed to be. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe somebody in the comments will know. I think Loki was supposed to be like a big thing for San Diego Comic Con this year, which obviously, I mean, they're still acting like it's going to happen, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, come on. Let's be honest with ourselves here. None of these conventions are going to happen this year, and if they do,
Mm.
it's going to be like a very limited thing. I'm sure. I don't know why I remembered. Maybe that was something that they brought up at D23 in 2019, but I remembered Loki was going to be like a focus of San Diego Comic Con this year, and it just doesn't.
Yeah.
I just doubt
So-
that's going to happen now.
No, definitely not. And if it's a focus of anything, it'll be like a D24 type of thing, D23 or whatever.
Yeah.
Real quick,
for
and in the chat here, Andrew Gildewall, he has a really good theory here. He says that Wanda stole the Vision, his body from the sword facility, and the director is trying to kill her to cover up what they were doing with Vision's body, which is using the technology to like make weapons.
Ooh, that's a cool theory too.
That makes sense because
And that does make more
have her
sense.
love her, but she obviously doesn't want that to be happening to his body either.
You know what? They did mention something about nanotech too on
Yeah.
the show too. So.
Yeah, well, when he's walking around the facility, he's like, "Yeah, we were doing space stuff, but now we're focusing on this, sentient weapons stuff." So they literally pivoted from like space missions to like reverse engineering weapons from people who are living weapons.
True. That could probably pivot into Fantastic Four, like they might be the astronauts that were up there during all that shit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
they
mentioning
could have all been sword, employees or agents or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
for sure. And that the whole nanotech thing could probably bleed into Armor Wars too.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I actually saw one theory that involved like it was very far fetched, but now that he mentioned using Vision's body, somebody was saying that director is really a Doom bot and that they're trying to get Vision back and like create like superior Doom bots or something.
That's
stupid.
crazy.
Oh wow.
See, that's okay. That's where I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it was really ridiculous. That's why when you said that they were using it to make weapons, I was like, that sounds much more believable than.
Yeah, I mean, we can.
This guy's a damn Doom bot.
When we start,
I'm thinking about that.
What if this is a gateway to a nihilist? You guys, like, okay, guys, let's maybe peel it back a little bit.
I'm thinking about that engineer idea of who it might be, and thinking the Blue Marvel, and really leaning towards Blue Marvel, being that this is basically Photon here, and that team in the books is the Ultimates. It's basically Captain Marvel, Blue Marvel, Photon, Black Panther,
That's
and
dope.
America Chavez, who is from another dimension or dimension jumping sort of character. So she may come over into the MCU this way, and it's already confirmed that she's supposed to be like some really young kid in the MCU, right?
Yeah.
I think so. And speaking of dimension hopping, if we can get back into the theory of where why Pietro is in this universe now, or the Evan Peters version, Evan Pietros, if you will. The reason Evan Pietro is here is because she basically, it's been established, I guess, that you can't bring back those who are dead in this current timeline universe of the MCU. But I guess this is how they're establishing that you can just pluck other versions of the same person from other dimensions or from other timelines, and almost like a Marty McFly type of situation, I guess.
Right.
Even though they said Back to the Future is bullshit or whatever.
It was really interesting. Like I wish I had all the answers now. Like why did Vision become so emotional when he's never shown any type of emotion like that?
Yeah.
Well,
you know what he said? He said, "I'm scared," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like that is not something that the Vision would say. So that's why when you said brought over from another world, like, is this a Vision that was given a different stone from another world? Like, it's so odd that he would
stone instead of the Mind Stone.
He was given the Uzi stone. Now you're talking.
I want somebody to Photoshop like Lil Uzi Vert's like head onto the the zombie vision when they like
Oh, they already did, man.
Okay,
I've
all
seen
right, good.
every version of that.
Oh my god.
The best scene is when Thanos is plucking out the gem and it's just Lil Uzi sitting there.
Yeah, it's Little Uzi's
Right.
face, though. Yeah, hilarious.
And then it shows the blood streaming down his face. That picture he posted.
Right. Wait, but real quick, we got to acknowledge Xander Dumas, not only for his $2 super chat, which we love and appreciate, but the engineer, he says, could be Ree Williams.
That's what I said.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that might have been when I cut out. I think that might have been when I cut out.
Thank you for the donation.
Yeah, man. Thank you for agreeing with me.
Appreciate
You're
you.
a beautiful human being, and
I would never pay
I
$2
appreciate
to agree
you.
with Rick, but it's cool.
It's confirmed that she's supposed to be a kid in this too, though, right?
Yes, she was cast for
Okay.
sure.
Mhm.
Okay.
Riri?
Yeah, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I think
That'd be-
Riri has been cast. Also, somebody
So
mentioned
she's supposed to
earlier.
be like some child prodigy, basically, right?
Yeah, I would imagine. Just like
Yeah,
the comics,
something
yeah. Somebody in the chat mentioned that the engineer could also be that kid from Iron Man 3. Could you imagine?
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, Riri Williams was cast. You're right.
He showed up at the end of Endgame, so
Yeah, and that's it. He's done. No more. I've had enough of this dude.
Becca and I watch a lot of like shitty horror films, and when that actor was like very young, he was in a ton of them. So I'm pretty familiar with that kid and his acting chops.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
think this
loving
person
reading
that's-
all these. Sorry, go ahead, Rick.
Yeah. The person that was cast as Riri Williams is not a child. That's an adult.
Oh,
shit.
really?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
She hot?
I'm loving the fact that there's so much excitement and speculation and fan theories and stuff just based around this TV show. This is not even a big Marvel motion picture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that it's drumming up a lot of excitement for things to come in this phase, man. I think
And that's what's great about the weekly releases too, is that we have all this time, in between episodes to like discuss it and like really get our wheels turning and everything.
yeah, it's. I mean, if the last 10 years of Marvel is any indication, this is going to be masterfully laid out as well. So,
Yeah. I love that this is so different. This is like nothing they've ever done before, and that's like the nicest part.
True.
It's still interesting and still has us asking like a million questions and wanting to see more, but it's not like anything they've ever done before. So that's like one of my favorite parts about it all.
Yeah, this is. I mean, we've had Marvel TV shows, right? But this is like so far and away so different than all those other shows. It doesn't feel like another kind of like grounded slice of this grandiose superhero world. This is just grandiose superhero TV show, and it's done in this wacky format, and there's this weird mystery behind the scenes, and like it's just so well done. All the cast is amazing, like underrated for sure, but the woman who's playing Agnes, I mean, I remember her from like Step Brothers and like all these like raunchy fucking comedies from like the mid 2000s, like early to mid like 2010s too. Like she was in like this really bad movie called The Goods, Buy Hard, Sell Hard, but she's like amazing in it. So I'm just happy that like she's getting her Marvel money. She's a Marvel character. Like fuck yeah. Randall Park. I mean, I've worked on Fresh Off the Boat many times, and I'm just like, fuck, Randall Park's the man. Like, I love watching him work. He's so cool. And then seeing him on this TV show, I'm like, fuck yeah, Randall Park, good job, dude. Get you your Marvels.
Yeah, it's nice that he's like not just relegated to like there's that guy from Ant-Man who's funny, but only get to see him there.
Mm-hmm.
He's like branched out, and that's dope. Like I would honestly like, I would have loved it if fucking what's his name? Damn, what's that actor's name? One that does like the fast talking joke on Ant-Man, the Mexican actor. Damn, what's his name?
Oh, Michael Pena.
Yeah,
Michael Pena. I would have loved it if them and the guy showed up like, we heard you got a security problem. That would have been hilarious, and it would have been like a funny little throwaway. But yeah, I love that this character's hopping around, and obviously we don't have Agent Coulson anymore, and I think like he would be an incredible replacement for that role of Coulson-esque.
You know, it would be sick. Like once all this multiverse shit comes like full circle, they could easily fold Coulson right back in, and not like make his quote sacrifice like null and void, because I know that was like a big problem with, or a big concern with bringing him back after Agents of Shield brought him back. Like, why isn't he folded back into the MCU? Because it would just make, everything from Avengers 1 be meaningless, basically, because he was the catalyst for all of them coming back together. But a Coulson coming back from another Earth, gives us the benefit of having Coulson back in the mix of the main MCU. But then, his like character arc still means something. It's
and not just that, but we're at a better point. Like, the Avengers are so diverse now, and almost like half of the original cast is gone.
True.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I mean, it's literally just Hawkeye and Thor and Hulk, I guess, right? Yeah, half.
True. Hell yeah.
Yeah, just Hawkeye and
then
Thor,
another fun theory I saw. I guess I'd like to ask this in general for the chat and for you guys too, just to get some final thoughts. But like, what's the craziest like theory? Not about the overall show, but just like, what is something that you've heard as an explanation to like something in the show that you really like? For example, I saw this really good theory that the commercials in each of the episodes each represent a different Infinity Stone. Aside from all the other references within those commercials, each of the commercials themselves represents an Infinity Stone. So like the first one is the toaster, and there's the little red. It's the first time you see the red light, and there's already speculation that's meant to be like a face, because the way the toaster is designed, and then the little light is supposed to be like the Mind Stone on Vision's face. He's a toaster, he's a robot, whatever. So that's the Mind Stone, and then the second one was the timepiece, the Strucker timepiece. So that's the Time Stone, and then the next one was the Hydra soak, the soap that was in like a kind of a cube box, like the Tesseract.
Mm-hmm.
And then this last episode just had the Lagos paper towels. Lagos is also the name of like where the beginning of Civil War happens, when then Wanda, accidentally blows up or Crossbones is blowing himself up. She contains it and then blows up that building, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And she kills some people, yeah.
Right. It's all like, oh, Lagos cleaning up the mess you made or whatever. But like the liquid that gets dropped is like a red, chaotic liquid, like the ether, like the red whatever from Thor Dark World. So if there's 2 more commercials, then we will know if this theory is true or not. But I just thought that was really cool.
Truest theory.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
I think at this point, like, with the inclusion of the third commercial, the theory just makes more and more sense. Like, it's so it makes too much sense at this point. And we went like an episode or 2 without a commercial, correct? So like it makes sense that they would spread it out over 9, or over they would spread 5 commercials out over 9 episodes.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting shit, man. Really,
I also have to shout out Trevor in the chat. He's adding to my theory as well. Obviously, a 1/6 shooter. He said that the couple in those commercials may also be the Maximoff parents. The original parents that they lost. And I also have to shout out those parents. I heard that too. Yeah. The dad is, I actually know him. His name is Ithamar Enriquez. He went to Second City, which is where I went to school, and I've seen him do improv like many times.
Nice.
And I was like, wait, no, is that fucking Ithamar? Like, he had this ongoing show on Second City stages for like the longest time. So another case where I'm just like, yo, fuck yeah. People I know getting you your due, I love that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shout out to Ithamar. Ithamar, if you're out there and you're listening to this, your Second City buddy Fabio said, "What up?"
That's right. Ithamar Enriquez, man.
When the hell are we gonna get this Black? When are we gonna get this Black Widow movie? That's the question every week.
Dude, seriously. I don't think we've gotten a
all
date
of
on
these studios, man. They're just so afraid to not get that big box office move. Like, it's so crazy. They're
I mean,
holding
that's
on
been the big driving force for these Marvel movies is, seeing how crazy they could go in the box office, and like every time, the next Avenger topping the last one. So it's like,
just pull a Mulan, man. Make us pay for it. It's not a big deal. And not just that, but I don't know if you guys have ever tried, But you can't screenshot, you can't screen record on Disney Plus in any way, shape, or
Yeah,
form.
yeah, you were
Tried to
telling
have
us that.
Discord watch parties, and I can't do it.
Yeah, so just make us pay for it. It's not like anybody can rip it off your site anyways. What are
Yeah.
people gonna do? Hold up their camera phone to their screen? Like,
Yeah, make it make it
Who cares?
$7 or $8, and you'll probably
Yeah.
get more that way from people just being in the comfort of their home chilling than you would out at the movies anyway.
yeah, man, I'm paying. I'll pay that $8. Not a big deal. Like, just drop it. Nope, everybody's gonna buy it. Mulan was not a particularly good film, and it did really well on their site. So, like, I
Yeah.
don't understand why they're so hesitant.
I think the biggest thing is like Black Widow, especially in like toys, has had like such a spotted past of being so like snubbed. So like remember in like I forget which line it was, but her motorcycle from Age of Ultron was packed with like Captain America. And like there's like a big history of like, you know, she's kind of been snubbed a lot. And I think like this is like Marvel's like she's like the only, aside from the Hulk, well no, the Hulk had his own shit, like aside from Hawkeye, like she's the only Avenger that hasn't had her own movie. You know, she's the only like at that point female Avenger. And like I think that they really wanted this to be like a huge thing, like a big like win moment for her, and to just throw it on a streaming service, to everybody involved would seem like a kind of like a cop out almost, which I can see from a you know, investor's point of view or some shit like that, or just people that are like huge fans of the character and stuff. It would just seem like, oh, okay, well, yeah, of course they would just throw her on like a streaming service, yeah, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I figured a lot of it also had to do with like I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you know, going forward, they're gonna use Florence Puig as Black Widow going forward. You know, she was handpicked by Feige and by Scarlett Johansson to like take control of the role. So I'm sure they also just don't want to lose the fact that they're like premiering what's gonna be like a new main Avenger for a streaming platform. Like I get it, but like if it doesn't come out this year, at least on streaming platform, they're fucking up.
Yeah.
So much
No
money.
one
Like,
cared at that point. I mean, anyone hardly cared to begin with because the movie's already technically like before the biggest event in the entire universe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
so yeah,
people want to watch it to like fill in the gaps for sure, but it's like highly unnecessary.
Yep, totally agree.
yeah, I mean, I just don't think that movie theaters are going to be opened up like that. Like at least not in my state, anyways. Like
No.
California's screwed. Are you kidding me?
we're not going to have the movie theaters for another year. That's
Yeah.
why I'm so annoyed.
I mean, this
with
people think that like we got a new president and it's a new year and shit's about to change up. Nah, this year's about to be a dub too. Like shit's not going back to normal this year either. So
Yeah.
forget about that.
At best,
Not immediately.
At best, it would be like the middle of next year. At least for us, like our numbers are so bad here that there's just no way we're gonna have we're the biggest state next to Texas. Like, if we're not gonna have the movie theaters open, then what's the point? Like I don't know.
Maybe if
I'm
enough
just- I'm
people
just
from
thinking that one.
California leave Texas like they've been doing, we'll be back to normal. And then Texas.
But yeah, I guess we touched on WandaVision enough. We pretty much right at the top of the hour here. Is there anything else we need to touch on this evening?
I guess not. I don't
That's
think
about
so.
it. I mean, no more super chats. We got a few, you know, addendums to our points here. I did want to address Ebony Leopard because he says that he doesn't buy the Infinity Stone connection because Feige has said in interviews that they're done with the stones. Yes, they are done with the stones, but I think at this point they are establishing that Wanda's powers are the stones. Like her powers are born like from the stones, you know, particularly the Mind Stone or whatever. But I think they're kind of working in the fact that she kind of has powers from all the stones. Like she can reverse time to like edit the show. She can, you know, overwrite reality in general, like the Reality Stone. You know, I guess Vision can like move really fast now, like super speed, kind of like how Pietro could. so she could be like projecting a portion of her powers onto him, and now he's super
Even-
fast, you know.
Even the stone itself doesn't seem like it's the same stone. Like, it seems like it's a completely different stone that's in his head. Just the way he was reacting, like we were saying earlier, the fact that he said he was scared, that he was getting extremely emotional, like he's never acted like that ever.
And she says that too.
Yeah, she tells him, like, you don't act like this.
Yeah, and to which
she basically said you're acting like a bitch. Acting like a bitch right now.
Why can't you let me control you like every other?
And he's all pointing the finger at her, like, stop lying to me.
Everything's the devil to you, mama.
There's also the rumors that, real quick, that Wonder Man is supposed to show up on this show. So where's he supposed to fit in? Because we've seen Grim Reaper referenced, you know, in the animation opening.
Yeah, we saw that the helmet. My man Pendelos Muertos pointed that out to me too. He said it was real fast. It popped up real fast.
And if we're pointing out that, you know, Vision's mind isn't working quite as you know it was before, then maybe it's based on a different mind, like the dude, the guy.
Yeah, the guy.
I've also, you know, like Wonder Man from the comics, and I've also heard that Wonder Man might be the, you know, the person that's in protective custody, like, you know, whatever, because he's trying to not be known that he's this actor or something. I don't know. That's another thing I've heard.
Yeah, the one thing I heard that the actors were talking about was like, there's a moment that's going to happen in this show that's like another spoiler. Sorry for Mandalorian. Like somebody was quoted saying there's somebody's going to show up on the show that's a Mark Hamill level cameo from Mandalorian. And like, but now like I'm wondering, is it what we just saw? Like, is that it?
Right, or is it something else? Yeah.
And it's also the other like hint that I heard towards that secret cameo is that it's Paul Bettany like gave it up in an interview. He's like, listen, there's a cameo in this show, and I've like always wanted to work with this actor, and I'm like super stoked that I did.
Nice.
I have a scene with them. So if it is Evan Peters, and that was the scene that Paul Bettany is so like happy he finally got to do with this actor, then okay, yes, we just saw it.
Is it? No, I mean, like, no offense to that actor.
Right? It's gotta be bigger than that. It's gotta be bigger than getting called Popsicle.
I saw the comments section of that post where he said that, and somebody said they're thinking it's just Xavier coming in to try to stop her.
Yeah,
which would make a lot of sense.
You have to stop Wanda.
Wanda, you're going too far.
You know what? That's funny because I thought that was going to be the cameo this episode because I'm like, all right, they showing that she's displaying some crazy telepathic powers and shit. Like, what if, you know, Professor X shows up to try to like,
yeah, that'd be dope.
Well, the door's wide open now.
Dude. What if Magneto showed up? What if Ian McKellen shows up? I mean, yeah. I could see the British actor Paul Bettany being very excited about doing a scene with the British actor Ian McKellen.
True. Yeah, a true knight.
I mean the thing also too is that it's kind of like a running joke with Xavier that he just shows up at people's doors.
Yeah, he shows up in like the end of every bad X-Men movie.
Yeah, he shows up at somebody's door ringing the damn bell.
Right.
The crazy
I hear Charlie Xavier just sounds like Sean Connery for some reason.
Yeah.
What's in that gem of yours, boy? I think the problem now, man, is that like you start to question what other rumors are true. Because Evan Peters turned out to be. And you just start to think like, oh, is this other rumor that I heard true now too? And it's the show is just incredible.
All the Spider-Man rumors are true now for sure. I mean, the latest today is that Willem Dafoe was spotted on set. Like, damn.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, let's go.
It's William Dafoe.
Well, we already knew that we were going to see some. We already knew that Spider-Man was going to be chock full of universe hopping people and shit. So, yeah, that's going to be nuts.
If the title of it is really going to be Spider-Man Homeworld, I'm going to cry.
Oh wow!
It's got to be Spider-Man Home Alone, and he just sets up traps against the Sinister Six.
No, Willem Dafoe and Electro are walking through their house, and they're trying to play with you, pal. Tom Holland has all the micro machines in the world, and you're not going to stop him.
True.
All right,
I mean, he's got a lot of Legos. That would be very difficult to step on.
We could go on speculating forever, but let's get these plugs going and get the fuck up out of here. It's after
That's
10.
it. Let's go.
All right, fair enough. We could. Poncho, why don't you go first, Big
Oh
Daddy?
shit, let's go. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that my friend came over, and you know what that means when your friend comes over on short notice? You clean your entire apartment. You clean your
Yes, you do.
room. You make shit look nice.
You want to make your life look as perfect as possible.
Absolutely.
You want to sweep all the crazy under the rug, right?
Absolutely. But mentioning that, I went ahead and I cleaned my room, obviously. And something that I've been talking about for a super long time was launching a new series or show or something called Figure Update, which is where I would just talk about new figs I got or some shit. But like I always wanted the first episode of that show to be like a updated room tour. Fabi, I know your eyebrows are perking. You love room tours.
I love room tours, dude. I'm literally. I wanted to shout him out earlier because he was chiming in the chat here, but this one dude Mauricio, he's popping into my WoW streams during the week. He's telling me about this dude who has a 4-hour room tour.
Hell yeah!
And I'm like, yes, I will need to watch it in parts. I will need to make this 4 videos for myself.
Yeah, real quick segue. Speaking of How Sway, big shout out to David Vonner for being on that podcast with fucking Sway, dude. Did you guys see that?
Was he really?
Yeah.
Dave Vonner. Dave Vonner's out here doing shit with Sway.
He really is. And every comment was how Sway. How?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally every comment. How about every
hilarious? Yeah, the comments was hilarious.
So
Man,
good.
no wonder we couldn't get him in here. We just don't have that kind of pull, do we?
Well, you know what? One of these days we'll go. But so yeah, my room's clean. I'm gonna film that shit tomorrow, a new updated room tour. And then we'll see what's going on from there. So if anything,
and then we'll mess up the room again.
that basically. And like we're like officially looking for a house now. So like, I think it'd be cool to film like a room tour and kind of like immortalize the state of this fucking place. Before I start moving on. That's basically it for me. I'm wrapping up wave 4 of auras. Got a couple more to go. Doing some shipments this weekend for sure. And then I'll take a little bit of a break. And then wave 5 will have all new designs, and I'll strategically release wave 5 around the time Hit comes out, because I have a what do you call it? Time stop effect coming out for Hit. And then, you know, we'll throw Roshi on here. Why not? But that's what it's going to look like. Super tight.
All right, so
strategically open up pre-orders around the time Hit drops for maximum appeal. So that's basically it.
Hell yeah.
You're a man of industry, Poncho, and I can't be more impressed with you.
Hey, I appreciate it, Rick. Thank you. What about you guys? What's going on in the world of the rest of the crew? Let's go.
Well, it's funny that you ask, and it's funny that you talk about a figure update, because my top 10 of Mezco of last year has kind of turned into a figure update in terms of like I'm not gonna be shooting it, like I've already done like a lot of the B-roll and stuff, and it's mostly like shelf shots but in different poses, but it all overall acts as like a update to the display if you saw my previous collection video. So it'll kind of be rolled into in one. It's like, this is the figure, here's what I like about it, and this is where it is in the display now, you know. As like an overall thing. And then that's going to roll into what I want to do next, which is basically, which I showed earlier in the stream. I showed, of course, the 12 world dio that I got. I'm going to do just like an overall like overview of all the ones of all the dios from this company that I have, and just kind of like break them down and give you the ups and downs and all that stuff. Cause this is like the next thing that I'm like all in on top of Mezco, because they go pretty well together, hand in hand. So I got I'm also back to work, like in and out of the week, so I have to like balance that while also doing stuff that I want to do.
How does it feel being back in the work world, my friend?
I mean, it's like the same, but just with like 10 times more inconvenience, because like, you know, people who in the chat and stuff who don't know, like I work on films and TV shows, so I'm there as like a background actor, and in between setups of shots, you know, between action and cut, or between cut and the next action, there's like 5 minutes of setup, and in those 5 minutes, we constantly remask, reface shield, and then we're waiting there for our 5-10 minutes, and then it's all right, camera's rolling, and then we got to take it all off and do it all again, and it's so inconvenient. Everything is just annoying, but I'm happy
you
to be
better
back to
do
work.
it, or Tom
so,
Cruise is going to
like,
get on your ass.
That's true. Or you can move to South Carolina.
That's
where
what I'm
it doesn't
saying,
exist.
dude. Like, I know what Tom Cruise went through for me. Well, that's
Nobody
true.
don't give a fuck, huh?
Okay, what doesn't exist?
Really
the
don't.
virus or people who believe in it?
Both. Yeah.
Although California is not. If anything, I'll move to Texas like all the other Californians. But anyway, that's it. Follow me on Instagram, Fobster360, Twitch, Fobster360, YouTube at Fobster. That's about it.
All of his accounts are Colonel Crackers.
Yeah, I gotta change this thing, man. I'm sorry.
No, some like. Yeah, right. but also, the guy who took over that account is posting questionable things.
Oh no. Okay, well let me stop. I really got to change it then.
Oh no.
There was somebody out there that was waiting for Fabio to change their name and then was like, excellent.
Yes.
Immediately started
Phase 2,
posting questionable things.
Oh no.
I hope you're happy. Now
All
your
right.
page is a MAGA homeland.
Oh. What's going on in
There
your
is
world, Rick?
3Ks in Colonel Crackers.
Jesus.
Rick, where'd you go, bud?
We gotta get Rick in bed soon. So
It's only 7.
what you got going on this week, Rick? Anything special?
I might. It's weird to say that I might because there's like a local market here where like a lot of us like sell vintage and whatnot. So I applied for that. We'll see if I get in or not. It's usually like a pretty big list of people wanting to get in. So let us pray your boy gets in and I make like a stupid amount of money. Yeah, besides that, that's all I have going on, I think. Yeah. So if you're in the Bay Area and you're gonna in anywhere near Santa Cruz, come to the Soso Market and buy a lot of things off of me, please. A lot of things.
Hell yeah. I love Santa Cruz.
Well, this coming week I have part 2 to my Hulk video.
That's a great video.
I also have thank you. And I also have the Magneto kit that I want to take a close look at. And right now on the A.C.B.A. website, there are literally 24 sets of cutouts left. The variety pack sold out, which was the first tier we was trying to sell through. So the people who purchased that pack are automatically entered into a drawing for a pretty cool prize package. Just trying to sell through the other 2 sets in order to unlock those prizes as well. So I'm trying to so we try to sell 24 more sets of cutouts. There are the dual pack of the Serpent and Patriot packs, which is basically the G.I. Joe packs. And it's a dual pack. It's 50 cutouts for $28. And then there's the single pack of the Serpent cutouts, which is $18. So yeah, if you buy either one of those or one of each or whatever the case may be, then you're entered into the drawing for each one of those sets as well. So yeah, just trying to sell through those in the next couple days. And yeah, that's really my main priority right now is just putting up these next few reviews and trying to sell through those cutouts. By the end of the month, there will be a new flight stand drop. And we're trying to sell through these cutouts because there are some very, very cool sets coming up immediately after these are out. All right. So help us get this inventory cleaned out, and that'll be that. And then I will absolutely be putting some extra goodies in the packs for the next brand new sets as well too. So really excited about the what's on the horizon right now for merchandise. I mentioned this in a video last week too that shirts and hats and all of that stuff is about to be back. So been working on like 4 or 5 different shirt ideas. Designs rather, and yeah, I'm really excited for merch for this year. And that's pretty much it.
They're not ready for us to pull up with hat and shirts.
No doubt.
The whole squad fitted. The whole squad fitted. Hey, yo, can we get an interview?
Liddy to titty. So with that said, we getting up out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you to everybody who tuned in on the live show. Thank you to everybody who's going to be watching this on the playback and be at work or doing some displays while they listen to this. We appreciate you. We appreciate every single person who threw up a donation. And we appreciate anybody who couldn't throw up a donation but wanted to. We love you anyway. You are here with us in spirit too. All right. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
Cheers. I just always heard it.
Yeah, Bobby, I gotta say.